Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha and Butler are all here. I think the computer is finally dialed in the studio.
All right.
I'm feeling a little bit better, and welcome to it. Welcome to the day.
So
Today is the day that the Lord has made.
Remember?
Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
I was going to say, remember the 5th of November.
Oh, remember when I told you guys I went to the eye doctor?
It's an optometrist.
Oh, yeah. And then I was, trying to guess the right
One or
thing.
two. Robot butthole. Yeah.
Right.
And then they...
Now, you do know we didn't fully believe that you actually went, that we thought maybe the whole thing was just a very detailed, orchestrated lie.
Okay, no. I went, and then they ushered me out with dilated eyes to pick out my pair of glasses, and then the guy... was going through all of them.
Would you pick some Dame Edna's?
Oh, hello! I didn't know. I was just like, you just tell me what
just
to buy.
give me the Mrs. Doubtfire's.
Like, I don't know.
I don't care anymore.
I trust you, glasses man.
Don't trust the glasses, man.
Optometrist.
And
They're
then...
going to try and sell you the most expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Normally it's ladies. I got a nice British lady at my place, and I go out there, and she's like, oh, hello, Mr. Dennis. Let's pick you out some spectacles.
So,
Seriously, I love her. She's great.
Then
I got these.
Yeah,
These are awesome. These are Pair Soles. That's a brand that I really, really like, and I've had these for about 10 years, and these are phenomenal. 10 years, those glasses right there.
So anyway, I was like, well, you got a bunch of glasses everywhere. Like, I thought I was going to leave with them that day. Like, yeah, I was like, I paid for them more money than I thought.
See, here's the thing is, people that wear glasses. You don't have to buy the glasses there. You can just get the prescription and buy them online for cheap.
Yeah.
Which is what I do.
That's what my wife yelled at me about because she's like, never buy the glasses
No,
in there.
it's
Never.
so expensive.
That's
We've
like
already
buying
been through this. I told
tires
you.
from a dealership.
I told you, the only reason you would buy there, and the reason I have in the past, and sometimes I haven't, is if my insurance covers it. My insurance doesn't cover it, I go someplace else. I take my prescription to go.
Anyway.
But I do like... what do you do? Like Zenny?
Zell.
Zell or...
Oh, no, Zenny, you're right.
Zenny, yeah.
Zell's the Chase thing. Yeah, it's Zenny.
Zenny
Optical.
Zenny Optical's dope, man.
So I was confused and overwhelmed
Saddened,
by the
maybe.
whole experience.
Yeah.
You need a guardian with you at all
yeah.
times.
Were you
I
a
do.
little bummed out because this is a definitive mark on the old headboard? Getting glasses.
Age?
Oh, yeah. You can't look at me anymore and be like, oh, get your glasses or this, that, and the other thing.
Okay, well, hold on.
Because you, sir,
It's not...
you're ticking the box, man, so don't give me that anymore.
So the doctor said I don't really need these like every day.
You don't need these, but we're just going to give them to you.
What's your prescription?
I don't even know.
Okay.
But he said it's super small, and he's like, these are optional glasses, and you can wear
Extra
them.
credit glasses.
I'm assuming you're farsighted?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. So
No,
why?
near side. I can't see far away.
So why are I feel like
By
the
a
only-
5, it's like 2015 or something.
The only reason you're saying this is to defend the fact that you need glasses, or there'd be no reason to say it.
He
Because
said
why
I
even
don't.
buy it? If you don't need them, then don't buy them.
Right.
Well, because I use them a lot to read because I find
Then you
that
need 'em.
I read. It's easier for me to
Either
read.
you need them or you don't.
I can't even see the back of like super small print. Like it's impossible. I can't even.
Can you read this can of corn I'm holding right now?
Anyway,
So then you are farsighted.
no, but he says that
Gary Larson.
It's the because I'm a little bit nearsighted and because I can't see things far
You're
away.
narsighted.
That it actually affects my reading because it causes this eye strain.
So you look through the book.
I don't know what he said. Anyway,
Sounds like you're blind all around.
no,
You weren't
it's
really
fine.
paying attention when he was explaining it to you, right?
He said you could use these, not use them, whatever you want.
Like a condom. I don't care. Either use it or don't. Feel better if
Anyway,
you don't.
So I bought them, but I didn't get them that day. And
What kind of frames did you get?
I'll bring them
He
in
got
tomorrow.
big gold David Koresh.
Are you sure you're going to get them tomorrow?
No, I picked them up. That's how I'm going to tell you the story about picking them up.
Are you
already.
sitting on them right now? And there are 1,000 pieces in your pocket?
No.
Okay.
That's the reason I didn't even leave the house with them because I lose everything that I have.
Did you get Horace
the
Grants?
you got to get the chain.
Yeah,
you know,
you need Horace Grants. You
know.
got to strap them on and put one of those Remember back in the day, you'd put a croaky behind it, a stretchy neoprene croaky.
I can go without them. I don't even need them. But just,
well, then why do you have them? I'm going to keep saying that all day.
I've been seeing you for the past 3 weeks put on glasses every day.
Yeah, and they're leopard striped Tiger King.
They are Grandma Dollar General glasses.
They're Grandma.
Well,
they're like the lady in the rat hat.
That's my business. That's my money counting
those
glasses.
are lady in the red hat club glasses. They're like what my grandma would wear when she's fancied up and going to a funeral.
He told me not to wear those anymore. He's like, what did you buy? I'm like, I don't know. Just something on Amazon for $5.
That Tiger King magnification glasses.
He's like, don't do that. He's like, and I'm like, okay, just do it. I'm still doing it.
Of course you are.
Because I need multiple pairs of these ones that I got.
Yeah, well, for God's sake, don't bring the ones that are special for your eyes.
As soon as I leave the house with them, they're gone. I know that. If
That's
I
then buy the other ones online, please. Save yourself some money.
That's why you need the rope around your neck.
Get the chain.
I'm not gonna. I can't even remember to bring my watch to work. I'm
bring
disabled.
your watch. You
I'm
wear
disabled.
a watch. You don't bring your watch to work and then put it on.
I am mentally disabled. Okay,
See?
Leave me alone.
Now that I can't say anything about. It's like whenever anybody says that, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but if you have the chain, it might help you.
No, I'm too disabled for the chain.
Okay.
You just too far gone. Anyway.
Put them on with your mask.
I get a
he
text.
doesn't wear masks.
Right,
I forgot.
that's right. Yeah, I don't believe in it.
I get a text. Can I borrow your glasses for a second?
I don't want them lost.
No.
How dare you? Don't be losing my glasses. As soon as he touches them, they just materialize.
So I get a text like, "Hey, your glasses are done.
Hey,
Come
it's
pick them up."
Gary. Your glasses are done.
So I'm like, "Oh, great!" And I was on my way home, so I was like, "All right, cool. I'll just swing by and grab these glasses." So I stop by the place. I walk in. I go up to the front, and then I'm like,
"Where's everybody?" We're right in front of you, sir.
I'm like, "I'm here to pick up my glasses, Tom Van." And then he says,
"That's really what you said."
Well, they
I'm
want
here for my glasses. Tom Van.
They want the name.
Yeah.
Well, normally there's a okay.
Yeah, because I know they're gonna ask me, so I'm just telling them. So then they say, "All right, sir, please have a seat. The glasses specials will be with you in a second." And I'm like,
You've named every person that works there incorrectly.
And I was like, "Well, just give them to me."
Right.
In a bag.
No,
I already paid for them.
They want you to inspect them to make sure that they're
And
scratched.
fit them to your
Check
head.
the coating, then
All
they
right,
put them on you, then they adjust the nose piece.
Okay, this is what I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah, dude, this is a big deal. You're getting a pair of glasses to help your eyes, which are part of your body.
I didn't know that there was a whole song and dance attached to this.
It's a doctor, for Christ's sake.
I thought just give me the GD glasses in a bag and let me
It's
be on my
not
way.
Walmart.
See, if you would have ordered them online, they would have showed up at your house.
Oh my God.
So they're like, please have, and then I'm like, okay. So I sit down, and then the glasses special is with someone else. So I'm like, God damn. I'm like, just give me the
Take 'em
GD
forever.
glasses. I want to get out of here.
You didn't say that though, because they would give them to you if you wanted them.
I could be
And
sitting
you
in
would have said
right
like,
now.
nope, I just want to take them. I don't need to be fitted.
No, too awkward for that. I just sit down, and then
I mean, he's
mad
so
in my
awkward.
head.
If they offered to put him in a condom and put him inside of him, he'd do it.
No,
You know what I mean?
come
Because he'd be
on.
like, I guess, guys, I didn't know this was the way it's done, but if you say so, Doc.
So
Are
then
you clowning me?
I'm there too long, and I'm like antsy, and then the guy's done.
What is too long?
I'm there like
15 minutes?
8 to 9 minutes
Whoa,
sitting there.
holy
But
crap.
I'm just like, just give me the glasses.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I'm with you.
Whatever. The nose piece. Look at me.
Do you have a nose piece? Because a lot of them, the modern ones now, don't even have a nose.
I don't even know.
He got the ones with
You don't know what you got.
the switchable nose piece.
I don't know.
The,
No, it doesn't have a nose
Oakley
piece.
iridium
So then you're
blades.
fine.
It looks like Daniel's.
Yeah.
Like that, but it's like
Don't be copying my style.
gray or something. I don't know.
We're both gonna look like
I don't know the style.
Milo from The Descendants.
So then I go. He's like, they're like, Mr. Van, and then I get up there, and so the glasses specialist, he picks my glasses out the back. He's like, hey, and then he walks towards me, and then I'm standing there, and we both obviously got masks on. And
I hope he put the glasses on his nose and then put him on.
He does this
by
move
kissing you.
I swear. Okay, he does this move. And he brings the glasses
Like you're a baby waiting to be fed.
and then but it's kind of
Because he knew you were going to see for the first time.
but it's kind of far right. So I start leaning my head forward like, do you want to put them on me? Is this the ceremony? Like, I didn't understand. And then he's like, no, you can. and then he was like, but he handed them to me, right, like this, and I was like, and I started leaning forward. I was like, do you want to?
Vision starts now.
I didn't know if it was like I never been involved like in a part of any of this.
Special needs to
I love slapping you around. I love it, but I've never had that either. I've never had anybody do that.
I thought it was like the graduation sash. They put it like in the
Next year.
or the lay. I was like,
that guy was just being extra nice.
I was like,
I've never had that.
Is this part of the ceremony? Like, do you want to put them on my face? And I thought that was super weird because then I started leaning forward, and then he was like, no. He's like, that's how I hand them to you. And I was like, that's weird. Like, why didn't you just
that is weird.
hand them to me like this? Why put them open towards my face?
Legally, this is the way I have to hand them to you.
And then I put them on, and then I'm like, all right, good to go. And then I go to leave. He's like, nope. I got to make it a couple adjustments. He takes them off. He walks into a room.
Smashes them with a hammer.
And then I didn't see what he does, and then walks back out like not even 1 second later. Like he just walked into the room and turned around, and then he put them back on because they have no nose piece or anything. And then he's like, perfect. Now it's perfect. And then I'm like, did you just walk into the room and turn around to make me think you did something?
I want him to put him on you and then be like, perfection.
Right.
Voila.
I was like, what could you have done? Like,
He could have tightened the screws on the side. Maybe it was leaning one side.
now
in your
they
face.
fully
tighten the screws.
Yeah, the little screws on the
Yeah,
side.
He didn't have time to do nothing.
See, like mine. Like they tighten mine, and then they have this little tool where they can make the two arms like a little more even so they don't sit wapajan on my ears.
Anyway, I just didn't know the whole.
Oh, I can't wait to
pomp
see
and
these
circumstance.
glasses.
So what color are these glasses?
They're like a gray clear.
Oh, yes.
Gray
You went with the
clear.
Guy Fieri's? Yes! Yes, you
I'm
got the
never gonna-
Flavor Town.
I'm never gonna wear them here.
Oh, the clear one. Sally Jesse Raphael.
I'm telling you, I
Oh, I
can't.
Are
love
they
it.
perfect circles?
They're round Roger Stones. You're putting
Please
two double P
let them be
signs
the
on.
Roger Stones.
Oh, God, I love it. I'm so happy. Wear your clear glasses here so I can make fun of you.
These are too stony. I'm more
Yeah.
McCartney.
Can you give me the saxophone player in Real Big Fish, please?
What?
Yeah. I hope they're the ones that are like the future where it's like no frame. It's literally they just sit on your nose and it's just glass. I'm like, holy crap, the Matrix is here. He came from the future.
Yeah, it's anyway.
Did your wife clown on you at all, or does she like the fact that you're wearing glasses now?
No, I barely wear them. It's only,
Which is the problem.
Yeah, but it's only at night. And the guy said it's like you just wear them when you want to. I find at home by the end of the day when I'm looking at my phone all day, I'm like, I put them on. I'm like, my eyes are like relaxed now instead of like straining.
And Tommy's
Sounds like you need to
like
wear them all the time then.
Yeah, I mean,
quit straining.
That is true.
I
But
don't
Tommy
want to.
probably likes the fact that Daddy's got glasses now too.
I
right?
thought that and didn't care.
You're a
Didn't
nerd.
move the needle at all.
He wasn't like,
nerd.
oh, you've got glasses. Because I put them on. I'm like, He's just like, I want a color. I want to play Nintendo Switch. I don't care.
My
Bunch of
God.
old man glasses. Like, you don't care.
How much did you spend on these glasses that you don't have to wear if you don't want to?
Yeah, no. He only just wear them whenever. They're leisure glasses.
I don't know. Like it was supposed to be only $40 because my insurance there. I have some sort
That's
of eye
probably
insurance.
just for the frames, not the lenses, right?
Well,
Or
then
something.
they said the
Never buy vision insurance. It's a crock.
the coating. I paid for the coating.
Oh, not the coating.
not
the coating
You're not
was
even gonna wear
coating.
them.
The coating was like $100.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah. And he said
man.
that you got to get the coating. It's scratch proof. He's like, for a guy like you, that
Yeah.
He
Rough
doesn't
and
even know
tumble.
you. What does he mean?
Yeah,
a
Like
guy
a guy like
you.
you, a real Florida cowboy. I gotta put extra coating on this.
I think he meant white trash.
Yeah. But a guy like you,
I know your type.
You'll be dropping these a lot. You'll be dropping these on the floor of Walmart, the pet section, a lot.
He's like, I see. He's like, you must have won some sort of lottery or inheritance like to be in here because it's a fancier. Like it's in like it looks like Apple Store. With the,
There's glasses everywhere.
it's
Like
not,
models wearing them.
Yeah, it's not the old Walmart one.
I like that one. I like that. I like to get my glasses with the aroma of French fries in the air.
I like to get my glasses and then look right next door with my glasses. Someone get tested for AIDS.
Well, that's nice. I can read that gentleman has full blown. Can see it from here. 2020.
You put the Quest right next door to the glasses store in the
You know
right next
what?
door to the
You know, I
McDonald's.
wish I had seen that. Actually, I'm just gonna scoot over here a little bit.
I remember when I got my first blood test in a Walmart, and I was sitting there, like, in the waiting room looking at the Walmart, and I'm like, I probably should have gone somewhere else.
Yeah, well, you look out and you're like,
Yeah, because the waiting room
and
seats
where you
look out into the register.
the Walmart, and then you look
Yeah.
over the top, and you see, and then way in the back, you look way in the back, and you see Judge Joe Brown on a big TV, and you're like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna ever wear them here. So we're
Well,
never
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
the luxury of seeing your glasses.
I just don't want to take.
The chat would appreciate it,
Yeah.
so you could read what
Or
they're
at least
saying
put
to
a
you.
picture on the BDM page, so we can see them. So
No,
everybody
Too
here
personal.
wears glasses except for Butler.
Butler wears glasses.
yeah, Butler wears glasses.
Yeah, but Butler's glasses are just those stupid.
Oh yeah, they're
Fashion
fake.
glasses?
Yeah, they're the ones his wife gave him to like make his eyes more snowflakey or something, right?
yeah.
Like it's supposed to protect him from computer lights.
Yeah, they're like blue blockers.
He's got them on now.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
put the blockers on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's getting me right now. It's burning me.
Yeah. You have to put protective shields from the blue rays that
Yeah,
are getting
don't
your
let those
eyeballs.
computer monitors get you. This one right here is literally burning my skin.
Butler.
All right, here
We
we go.
are on
yeah.
ACT. Please don't curse.
Yeah, he's gonna. You know he's gonna curse.
All I'm saying is that I'm the only one here with perfect vision. All you guys have the messed up vision. I wear the blue blockers. I have the clean, the good vision.
Well, that could
Oh,
never be
I'm blind.
genetics. That's gotta
It's all
be
genetic.
My parents all they have glasses.
Yeah, well, old people have glasses. They
They've
all
had
have
glasses
glasses.
since they were younger.
You are on the brink because the guy told me, he's like, you're a little young for your vision, but he's like, at 40, everybody's
Also, he
vision
made a
starts
bold
going.
statement. He said perfect vision.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right,
vision,
let's
baby.
put it to the test.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I would question that it's 100% perfect.
Yeah, I would too, because there's a lot of stuff that we give you to do that doesn't get done, which would mean to me
So
that
you're
something
either an R word or you're blind. That's the only excuse.
I'm leaning more towards
I'm
ours.
sorry, I couldn't say that without laughing. All right,
But
get out of here.
yeah. That's, got no work to do.
Wait, I'll turn your mic back on. Might as well.
Okay. Do you have the blue lights thing turned off? Crystal turned that off on my phone a long time
All
ago.
it does is make your phone yellow.
Yeah.
I don't want a yellow phone.
That's it. Yeah. She turned mine. I don't know how to turn it back, and I've got used to the slight
Yeah, this
yellow.
computer has it too. I turn it all off. I want bright blue white. Just
It's better if the white.
Yeah, just drench me in it.
Because one time she turned it off. I was like, "Whoa! It looks so much blue. and
Andrea,
nice."
I'm like, I gotta brush my phone. It's yellow corn. It's got corn teeth. I hate it. I look at it. It's fuzzy. I don't want a fuzzy phone. I want a bright. There's a reason that I have the 12. I had an upgrade, so I got the upgrade. This thing will burn like a blue.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like the ocean.
Yeah.
Not affected.
I want to throw that off the Titanic. So blue.
It is that thing will literally one sweep of it, and you're blind for 3 days.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Get that good deep blue.
I want it so white that it just there's no eyes left. There's just holes in my head.
Yeah. Stupid yellow phone. Turn this off.
And
for me.
how is that better? I think it's a gimmick. They say, I better put the yellow on. Why?
Yeah. That stupid.
No, but why?
Oh, and because some doctor was like,
Fauci! It just felt right. I'm sorry.
some doctor was like, this is a bad long term.
Yeah. But why? Yellow light? Worse for your eyeballs than bright white blue burning your eyeballs out white?
Some sort of sleep study shows that even if I know that Crystal literally will take black tape and put it over blue lights that are on computers and printers and stuff because it keeps her awake, and she swears that the blue light, even the tiniest little tiny LED blue light, will affect her sleep.
That's great.
So
And then I'm like, you're the guy from Better Call Saul, the crazy brother.
No, that's
And you
me.
turn it into
That's
that
me.
guy, and
That's
soon
me.
you'll be a full suit of tinfoil, scared of electricity.
Well, but then they'd stop using the blue lights, you would think, right? I'm seriously trying to analyze this because I have a remote control for my record player. I don't have a super fancy record player, but it's very, very rudimentary. It only has one button on it, on button, right? Mm-hmm. So I needed to buy an amplifier for it. So I found this amplifier made in China, tiny little amplifier with a remote. It's like $20, but it has this ginormous bright blue light, LED blue light on it. Why would they even use that if it's so disruptive and terrible for everybody and everybody hates it? Wouldn't they stop using the blue light?
Well, the answer is probably it's inexpensive for whatever reason. Maybe the blue.
Well, and the blue light on your little amplifier, you're not staring at it, but people are staring at their phones and their monitors, and that's the problem.
But what kind? I go back to like aspartame and like artificial sweeteners and like other things that everybody in society keeps telling us are like, this is bad for you, not good, the blue light or whatever. Like, but to what? How much is it? Because
eventually you get to rock and roll cola wars. I can take it anymore. Right?
I pour a lot. I mean, I can understand if you are
light aspartame. It's like everything's bad for you.
Like if you are healthy to the point where you're so regimented and strict with your diet and your exercise and everything that the blue light is like the only bad thing you get, or the aspartame, like then I could take that stuff out. But if you are like probably the majority of society and you're like drinking a little too much.
Yeah, you're a big fat chungus and you're worried about blue light.
Yeah. It's like, all right, well.
Look, all these cameras that we're using right now have blue lights on them.
It's like that blue light isn't going to help your heart and all the poison you're putting into your like middle of your body and your organs. Like I'm putting so much poison.
Yeah, but the eyes are the windows to your soul, Tom.
Yeah. But I'm just saying with the poison that I put in, I feel like the blue light's just a fly on a horse at that point. It's it's the horse has cancer.
No,
who cares about how many flies it has?
That's true. That's true.
Maybe the flies will eventually do damage, but
would the flies
cancer get you before?
Because if I were a fly and I landed on a horse and I bit it, I'd be like, I taste some cancer in this. I think we find another horse.
And they must be irritated because they whip their tail around crazy. The horse flies are biting them. You ever seen that? They're whipping their tail, and it's like you got horse flies biting your ass at all times. My God, it's a miserable
that's
life.
why you got the tail.
Yeah, but if they still
it hurts.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't hurt them as bad because they got a big, thick hide.
Yeah. But have you
when I get bit, I swear to God, I black out from a horse fly. I'm like, and I'm dead. I black out dead in the pool. It's usually in a pool.
We don't talk about horse flies that often, but horse flies hurt like an MF.
Yeah,
have you seen their teeth?
Yeah.
And they're almost like bomb raids when you're a kid in the pool. Like,
horse fly!
And everyone jump in the pool and hide.
Yeah.
Well, it would get me in the pool, and in the pool, it'd be like, it hurts so bad that I'm like, I'm going to drown.
Yeah. It's pretty damn
And then it
bad.
swells up.
Yeah.
Burns.
Yeah.
Look up horsefly. I want to know what the deal is, because I don't think it injects you with anything.
It bites. It's
just a bite, right?
Yeah. It bites you with its horsefly
It's
chompers.
big, old, Busey teeth.
How can a tiny horsefly bite my skin that hard?
Pound for pound.
Ridiculous.
Okay, which insect has the biggest, I'm using air quotes, teeth? Does the horsefly, pound for pound, have the chompiest insect teeth?
No, I think there's a spider that can bite through a toenail.
What?
Yeah.
I love you, Butler. Just some of the things he throws out.
A spider can bite through a toenail.
Yeah.
I like all of this.
Yeah. I'm confident in this one.
Yeah. I need to get you some of these blue light glasses. Those are awesome.
I am not confident that that's true. So horsefly, does it doesn't have teeth?
Everybody's saying bullet ant is the one.
The bullet
ant.
That's the one where they put the gloves on you and then you're hallucinating ayahuasca.
Oh, I've seen kids do that. There was a documentary about that.
Give him ayahuasca. Put the bullet ant gloves on him. My God,
he's losing his mind.
That sounds terrifying.
What do you do the next morning when you come downstairs and you're like, French toast? Like you just wore bullet ant gloves and hallucinated to the moon.
So it says the fly's mandible is what makes these bites so painful.
Big jaw. You got a big jaw.
The mandible is essentially the insect's jaw. It's shaped like scissors and can cut right into the skin. The mandible is also equipped with small hooks to help the horsefly lock in to feed better.
That makes me mad.
Once it's locked in, it eats the blood from the skin. This bite can cause a sharp burning sensation. It's common to experience itchiness, inflammation, and swelling around the bite area.
Oh yeah, it
Scissor
sols,
mouth.
yeah. It sols your damn skin.
Dude, talk about a horror movie. Big horsefly. Rick Moranis. He blows up the horsefly, and that thing just starts killing everybody.
That's where bug assault becomes big.
Yeah, and he starts chomping.
Have you guys used your bug assault? I have.
Okay,
I tried to use
I
it.
told
was like,
you.
damn it!
I had to. I melted one of my Blackstone. I told you.
Yeah.
I left it out there. And I had the
Almost
blue
burned your-
flame, jet black. I virtually.
Did it scrape off?
In Baldwin, it looked like China, like for one day because of all the soot that I was putting into, and the whole ceiling of my balcony. It just looked like I burned it out. So I had to clean all of that, and Andrea not very happy.
Yeah.
And I had another one. I left it outside. It got wet, and all the salt got chunky, and then I smashed it into a million pieces, drunk out of anger. There you go.
You gotta load them with rock salt. That's the problem.
What now?
You gotta load those things with rock salt.
I used the real salt that came with the bug salt.
See, I did that too, and it just bounces off the bugs.
Yeah, it's
It
not
doesn't.
exactly-
It doesn't do. They just look at me all mad, and they fly at me.
Yeah. I tried to shoot my sons were they're shooting around for 2 seconds, and then it was like, I wanted it to be so good.
We gave it to our fishman, the guy that cleans their fish tank, as like a tip, and I'm starting to rethink it.
That's why our fish keep dying.
What the hell? Give me a toy, man. He's mad. He goes outside, throws it in a dumpster as he drives away.
All right, let's take a break, do some voicemails. Bye.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha's here. Butler's in the other room. We figured we'd jump into some voicemails and emails right now.
Yep.
If you want to leave us an email message, super easy to do, show@tomanddan.com. They go to either me or Samantha, and we will read you on the show. For voicemails, it's even easier. 1-844-TOM, the letter N-D-A-N. That's 1-844-TOM-IN-DAN. Or you can get our app, totally free. All of our content's on it. You can listen to our show that way. And there's a little button on there that says mediocre messages. You hit that button, you talk into your phone, and you can leave a beautiful voicemail message just like this one right here.
Will you guys stop saying bye-bye? It confuses us poolmen. I keep thinking the damn show is actually over, and I grab my phone to play. I almost dropped it right in the pool. But I keep grabbing my phone out to, move to the next show or whatever, and there's like 35, 45, 50 minutes left because you guys keep saying bye-bye like the show's over. Okay, I'll keep listening.
Well, aren't you used to it already? You know
We've
that.
been doing it for a while.
Yeah, like the AC. Okay.
Wait a minute, I like what you're doing. You're like, this is your fault.
Yeah.
Nick
That's
will
all
blame.
right,
Look
we're
what
doing.
you've made us do. Yeah, I know. I like what you're doing.
Well, it's if you are an avid ACT podcast listener, which
Sounds like he is. He's a
which we have
pool
a lot of them.
Hey, by the way, those are our guys, right?
So basically,
Should we do a series of
Yes.
Tom and Dan, like branded pool equipment, like custom skimmer, custom,
we need something that a poolman would use, but they have all the skimmers and all the pool equipment.
Wow. I mean, how about
we need something new bumper because they're all
new
rusted out.
bumper? Yeah, that's good. Child support.
No.
How
How about child support?
Yeah. A lot of
Tom
them
and
need child
Dan
support.
custom child support.
Yeah. That's perfect. Yep, write that down.
All right. Butler, look that up.
Possible dental care.
All right. I like that.
We're just clowning.
Yeah,
Come on.
sorry. We're just
clowning our
come
friends.
on. We're just clowning.
You clown me,
Yeah.
I clown you, Pullman. You're living a better life.
God, my eye.
yeah. I've always
It's
wanted
hard
to be
for
a
me to
Pullman.
see all this blue lights blinding my eyeballs.
I'm not joking. Sometimes I fantasize. Oh, follow me here. Then we'll go.
Oh, yeah. Is it about me and you finally making our baby?
No. I think to myself, like, all right, what if if something happened and then I was just like, all right, like they offer Daniel a big time. He's the new co-host of the Boomer and
Yeah,
Daniel show.
me and Boomer.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they got rid of the other guy because he's like, this guy's too crazy. He's back to gambling.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway, because they're like, this guy's got so many 30 years of broadcasting experience.
It's Boomer and Little Scaresies.
And so then they're like, I got to find something else to do. And then I fantasize about starting my own pool service because I'm like, all right, I can see the business model. It's easy. Like once I'll use my truck, I'll buy old Zuzu, like
An old Azuzu.
Like,
I'll give you the grift truck.
like
Yeah,
a grift
just take the
truck.
grift
Yeah,
truck.
a grift
Yeah.
truck is perfect, and then I'll wrap it. I'll spend the money on the just like
You're gonna
every.
rewrap it?
What's your
Yeah,
pool name gonna be?
Oh,
What's your,
yeah.
are you gonna go with your standard Tom's pools? That's normally what you do.
I'll have to lean heavier towards drunky for this one because I have more
Swimmy the bear.
I have more notoriety as drunky than I do
Even
as
now?
Tom. Yes, yeah, because of all the old.
What if you just drop the R and it's Donkey?
I gotta have some sort of
No.
branding.
If I were you, I'd kill myself.
All my poolmen under me will have to wear the bear suit. You see what I'm saying? It
Oh
goes.
my God. Why is everything with you gotta look so horrible?
Well, no, because I'm desperate. You gotta
Oh,
remember
okay, all
because
right.
you've left, and then I got nothing else
Wait
to do.
a minute. What if I want to work for Drunky's Pools?
No, I just go back to doing
Can
this.
I invest in it?
because this,
Am I rich in this scenario?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh.
no.
No.
This
I'm
is
working at a sports station.
This-
Just dubbing tape.
this is all just so I could eventually get to the point, because this is where the finale is, where I have enough people working under me and enough Azuzus out there wrapped with Drunky's pools.
Now, why don't we call it Pool in Your Drain?
Okay, yeah, something like that. Anyway, I 1 minute of pool cleaning. Drunky's 1 minute.
How about poolishness?
Okay, yeah. Drunky's 1 minute
Just
of
pooling
poolishness.
around.
Yeah, something where I say 1 minute, but it takes 15 minutes. That's the joke. It's old, it's older audience.
You know what? This
I'm
is going to surprise you. I like Poolber better. Your idea about Poolber?
Well, they already stole that.
Yeah,
Can't
I like
do
that.
it now.
I like that better. You just spit Corona in my mouth.
Oh God.
So the end game to all this is I have enough people work, and it's not much. After expenses and everything, the truck's rusted out. I got to get new bumpers all the time.
Are your sons working with you?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
okay.
part of my dream. They're part of my, crew. And that I could just do like 3 pulls a day, high as balls, all day while I listen to like sports gambling podcasts.
You're listening to Dan.
yeah, you're listening to me. Yeah, you and Boomer.
It's Boomer and Little Scaresies.
And then I could just be like super, like it's not that big of a deal. Even if I miss one, I know the client. They're like,
And then I'm giving
they're
you
all
like,
old
Give me
listeners.
tomorrow.
I'm giving you
Yeah,
some
yeah,
betting odds, and you're
Yeah.
like, this guy doesn't know nothing. I used to work with him. He's an idiot.
Butler will be doing one, but Samantha will be. She's skyrocketed to success with her semantics.
Yeah,
This was actually holding her back.
Well, she's my program director.
Yeah,
Which is
oh
great.
yeah. You brought her your own. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like you bring your own team in, like a coach. You're
No,
like,
she's my boss.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
She's my
yeah.
program director. She's in charge of what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, okay.
Butler's one of my employees. He's
He got long hair now, though, and kind of looks like Nick Cage.
my only stress in life is cleaning up Butler's messes that he leaves
Yeah.
behind because he's not showing up at appointments.
set our client's house on fire, the pool pump.
I get
Smoking doobies behind the bushes.
Yeah, I get a complaint. They're like, one of your employees was smoking weed behind my shed. And I'm like, God damn it, Butler. And then I'm like, I'm sorry. I'll give you 1 free week of pool service. And then it's in my life. And
Father, get out of here. Were you cleaning pools again dressed as a Ghostbuster?
that's what I fantasize about.
All right. Some people, Bora Bora, travel the world. Tom, horrible pool company. I like it.
Just barely scraping by.
What was that guy's question again?
He hated Bye Bye.
Yeah,
Oh.
he
wanted us to stop
yeah,
doing
back
it.
to that.
We can put it up for a vote.
So you listen to ACT podcasts a lot, obviously, if you know we do that. And you know that we do that after every segment. And because we do this, primarily, honestly, for podcasts, but it airs on terrestrial radio. So we have to do it in like between 20, lately we've been going 45 minutes and just splitting it in half. But you know that there's going to be 4 segments on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right? Yeah. And then 1 segment.
I don't
Oh, no, hold on. How many segments is it? 8 segments.
I just do segments until you guys say stop, and I'm like, all right.
No, 4 segments Monday through Thursday,
Right.
and then 2 segments Friday.
Yes.
It has been like that for a long
long
time.
time.
So how do you get confused that we scream bye-bye? You know that there's going to be 4 bye-byes. Maybe you forget. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
you
we
know
should.
how it goes. It's not random that much.
Well,
We've been doing it.
this is an older voicemail. Maybe he's used to it by now.
No.
Sir, call in. Give us a follow-up.
I just imagine if you listen to a show a lot, you kind of, know how long it is, and like, all right, this is going to be.
I mean, coming from somebody who is probably just like this guy, it's
Yeah,
very
you're right.
judgmental of you to say, I'm surprised this guy doesn't know the system. I mean, you probably wouldn't, right?
Yeah,
Because you're kind of aloof. You just
no, because the podcast I listen to on the reg, as the kids say,
I like that.
that
Beat really slaps. Like,
Oh man.
is I know they're.
this podcast is awful hizzy.
I'm familiar with how they do the show and the programming. Of it.
Drip.
It's like this one's gonna be 15 minutes. This one's gonna be an hour, and they end like this. They always do the same thing, right?
Sure.
Next voicemail.
Let's do an email. Let's go email.
Tom's Rich Tooth Fairy. Hey gang, based on $10 per tooth, Tom is going to be paying Tommy $200 just for his teeth over the next couple of years. $10 is insane. My son is 6 and has lost 3 teeth. He gets $1 for each. Vermont BDM Scott.
Vermont BDM Scott usually chimes in to tell us how stupid we are
Uh-huh.
in a very nice way. He's a nice man, but everything we do is wrong according to Vermont Josh.
$1. I mean, I used to get $1.
Yeah, I used to get $1
or $2. Maybe even a little, maybe 3 or 4.
$10 seems like a lot for a tooth.
It's inflation, though. It's like
Yeah.
you know.
Your kid doesn't know about that. You buy everything for him.
It should honestly, the right price should be $5. I think, based on inflation. I got
$2 bill.
$5.
Ooh, $2 bills,
Right?
cool. Yeah.
But you know, I think I only had a 10 in my wallet.
Yeah.
And then it
and
was
it's
like
the middle of the night.
yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, now you're stuck having to give him 10 every time?
No. He's prepaid for the second.
Oh, okay.
Also, I gave him the $10 and he already lost it.
Oh,
it's-
doggone.
So
God.
it's like he
where
didn't
the
even
glasses
appreciate it.
somewhere.
So we'll just give him the same $10 for the next couple, couple times. He doesn't have
Yeah,
any.
once you find it, you take it back. Yeah, it's just it's a ceremony at that point.
I'm for sure I'm doing the wrong thing. I know this. You all hear it.
Did you have the
Like,
bag?
Whatever. I don't know.
Did you guys have a tooth bag?
Guys, I never got money for my teeth.
I had a tooth
Never,
bag.
nothing.
No.
Oh,
you didn't
my
do
God.
a tooth fairy at all.
Well, when your
No,
father's
we
knocking
didn't do
your teeth
any.
out, like-
We didn't do. we didn't.
He's
That got me.
he's not gonna give you anything
No.
for him. He's punching
Hell
him out.
no. We didn't do any like fairy tale stuff. No Easter Bunny. No,
No
Santa.
Santa?
No.
Man,
Oh my
if we were in the
God.
middle of a pandemic and
The
it wasn't weird,
tapestry-
I would hug you so hard
that
right
bad,
now,
guys.
dude. That's BS.
The tapestry gets worse.
Yeah, you
It's
know what?
fine.
Not a Santa.
We're
No.
doing. You know what? We're doing Santa
Even
here.
at-
Then I'm not gonna let that
I
happen.
don't like
Even
the
at-
idea of sitting on a creepy old man's lap.
No, we're not doing any of that. I mean, I'm gonna be the Easter
Hold
Bunny.
on.
I'm bringing back the fun for you. I'm gonna give you a childhood.
I don't know how far you want to dive into this. I know it's
It's fine. I'm going to therapy now,
yeah,
so it's all
yeah,
good,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
The whole no
That's what they
Easter,
say.
the whole no holiday thing is.
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
I mean, we had holidays. We just didn't.
Wait a minute. Wasn't he the one that wrote? No, wait. What was the? Or that? No, that was a lister that wrote that
Okay.
note saying, "Remember, the Easter Bunny will be right back," and then he had to run out to get something, but then he forgot.
I would say because there's a misconception I think where you could pretty much get away with not doing much for the first 3 years because they'd have no concept of what's going on, but right around 4, 5, 6, I'm saying like they are all of a sudden aware and of the whole thing, and that's the fun years. Like 1, 2, 3, it's kind of like they're just there.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's something, they're too small.
I go 3. 3 is when things start to change
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
dramatically.
So, at 5 years old, what did your family do for Christmas? Was it like, did you wake up in the morning to something? Or was it like a?
And you were so
some of
cute.
the-
I've seen the little photo of your little
Some
haircut.
of the years, we would have to fill out a form that a church gave us that we were too poor for our parents to buy our own presents, and we'd fill out our top 5 toys we wanted that year.
Ooh.
And sometimes
man.
we would sit in the Walmart parking lot while my mom went in and grabbed a couple things. We always knew that Santa was fake.
Okay, so wasn't like Santa showed up in the morning? It was like,
No.
okay, they were gonna try to get you something. Either we'll get it from a charity or we'll get the cheapest thing we could buy at
Right.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got toys, I
Yeah,
mean.
something.
Yeah.
And now what about the tooth fairy? When
It
you
was
lost
just
your
a little more no nonsense, let's say.
when you lost your tooth, you had a concept of the tooth fairy, right? Like other
Yeah.
kids, they were like, "Oh, tooth fairy." So then, what was it?
cat
Just
shot
nothing?
him.
Nothing.
Like, did you try? Because that's Saturday.
God, I was going to tell you what I have, but now I feel stupid.
Did you
My
even?
mom hand-stitched a little crocheted bag that had like hand crocheted my name in cursive on it, and it said Daniel's Teeth, and then the date, and then it had like a little ribbon through it, and you'd open it and you'd put your tooth in the bag and you'd cinch it and put it under your pillow. It was your tooth bag.
Wow.
And then
then you'd wake up in the morning and you'd get your tooth bag out and you'd open your tooth bag, and inside of it would be like a tiny dollar or some coins or a
and then
candy.
the tooth would be gone.
Yeah, so the tooth would be gone. So I'd get like a Werther's Original and like maybe $2. You know?
When you lost your tooth, you kept it, right? Or like
No.
no? Did you just? What
am I gonna do with it?
Would you just spit it out into the grass?
Flushed it down the toilet.
Throw it in the trash.
You just threw it in even at that young word. But did
What am I
you
gonna do with a tooth?
I found all of my teeth in my mom's house when I was cleaning it out a couple weekends ago. I found a
Disgusting.
small bag. No, seriously.
Yeah, I believe
a
it.
small bag,
Yeah.
that tooth bag, and it had every blanking baby tooth I ever had. My mom had saved.
Oh
in it.
yeah, Crystal saving. She's
Yeah.
got a tooth bag. And
Gross.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
She's got
but
a piece of the umbilical cord
Oh,
from both
get outta here,
kids and
no.
the whole thing.
You don't
and
save a pig cigar.
the hair clippings from their first haircut. The whole garbage is.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. That's
You gonna
stupid.
summon a demon?
Right.
So I'm curious to what 5-year-old Samantha thought when she lost her tooth, because
More trash.
did you?
Just threw it in the trash.
Well, because
Oh
other
man!
and
At
you
one
were-
point, I had no top teeth.
And you
because,
had your little mullet. You're so cute.
My parents allowed me to drink Kool-Aid out of a baby bottle till I was 4.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
that's a
Oh.
Florida. Yeah, I've seen that.
No
That's
dentist visits.
That's very common.
Yeah.
I've seen that
well,
before.
I have said.
I think I went to my first dentist visit when I was 8 years old, and I had a rotted teeth.
Oh,
Getting the
man.
dentist to clean your baby teeth is like washing your rent-a-cars.
It was pretty common
Waste of time.
when you're a poor kid that doesn't go to the dentist. It's pretty common your teeth fall out a lot. So there was
Yeah.
my parents couldn't keep up with the tooth fairy money.
So, did you know already that this was not going to happen? Because
I'm sorry, I'm
wondering,
laughing.
like, why?
Yeah, because I had 2 older brothers.
Oh, so they just told you, they're like, just throw this away. Nothing's coming. Oh, God damn.
Oh, my God.
So, what about Easter baskets? Anything like that?
Yeah, we would get like the cheapo Dollar General, Walmart
Okay.
baskets.
Pre-made.
Pre-made,
Yeah,
usually,
yeah.
I think.
Had a normally they had
Was
like,
it a wake up scenario? You wake up to it, or was it just your mom would just come home and they'd be like, "Here you go."
My mom come home.
My
My mom wasn't allowed to work for a long time until my dad allowed it.
Ah.
You're
probably,
digging down some really grim paths.
I
We
love
had we
Walking
had
through the
Easter egg
graveyard.
hunts until I was probably just old enough to get into elementary school, and then those stopped. And then the only other time we did one was when my cousins from Georgia came down, because, you got to pretend like we're
Right.
normal like all the other families.
Hey, when the cousins get here,
exactly.
y'all
act like we do this all the time.
pick your Easter baskets up and scream like you love each other.
But like, yay, again.
Yay! I haven't done this in 3 years.
Gonna
How do
try
I
to-
find
I'm
these
gonna
eggs?
Try to get your cousins to invest in my construction company.
My God.
One of
Imagine
my cockamamie schemes.
Imagine sitting down. I need you to have to sit down with my boys and tell them about your life and your childhood. To just
We'll just let Tommy
so they
ask questions.
see-
Let him be the moderator.
Everybody in
I
the
think-
chat, I'm okay. It's all right.
No, they want to adopt
they
you.
want to redo my childhood.
I
Yeah.
think that.
Well, wait till tomorrow. I'm dressing like the Easter Bunny. I'm bringing all kinds of candy.
Just give me Maisie. She was the Easter bunny.
Oh, she
probably.
was the Easter
They
Bunny.
probably
She
would.
love that.
They couldn't even comprehend it. They were like,
Yeah.
"Why? Why did this happen?" They're like, "You had parents, right? They just why?"
People are different.
I know. God, they need to appreciate what they're getting now, but then how could
Yeah.
they? That's the only reality they know. So it's like
It also makes me think so much more of you, knowing how many of the stories. Yeah, we're throwing some humor on this, which
Yeah.
is it's hard. But I'll say it makes me.
It's fine.
But what I like about it is it's like, oh, but look, she's
Yeah.
awesome. So
Yeah, I mean-
obviously they had the bad parts of what you went through had less to do with how you formed who you are, which is pretty rad.
for the only negative part that you think you're going to get murdered all the time. That's
not that
it's
bad.
not that bad.
Yeah,
for,
right?
for,
Yeah.
for all of it,
Yeah.
it's like
What, that just makes you think
you
a
just-
little more
yeah,
before you get in the Uber,
yeah,
or you
just
lock your door.
const-
I don't
Just
know.
extra cautious.
That's not a
It's
bad
fine.
thing.
constantly think of getting murdered. That's like not that bad.
It's not.
For everything.
Pretty decent
If you
trade
put
out
it
for
all,
being a good human.
all on paper. Yeah, you made it. You made it to the finish line.
Well, we're just trying to clean up because that was hard. Let's
I'm
do
sorry for depressing everyone in
No,
the
you
chat.
did. I'm kidding. Let's do a voicemail. Let's try. I'm trying to find one that would tie in.
All right.
All right, here is, let's go with, I'm going to go with this one right here. Apologies, I have to open it with a special program, and that's not going to open. Let's try, oh, not that guy. Let's try this one right here.
Hello, Tom, Dan, Sam, and...
Not that one. Hold on. I'm going to have to cut all this out.
I think certain tomatoes, you eat the booger snot, and certain tomatoes you don't. Like, you're definitely eating the booger snot on, like, little grape tomatoes, right? You're not sitting there squeezing all the snot out of that. But I think mainly it has to do with, like, over-ripened tomatoes. If they're a little overly ripe, the snot's really watery. Yeah, I like to squeeze all that out then. I don't know. Medium for life.
Squeeze it out. It's a weird. You cut it out. You just squeeze it like Andre the Giant squeezes
like
an
a chicken
orange.
or something. Yeah, you don't need to do that.
But yeah.
Why would Andre the Giant be squeezing a chicken? Why did I say that? Wait, he's just holding it?
I thought that was a setup for a joke.
Wait, he's just holding it and he's just squeezing it? I still disagree with you and your wife on the tomato booger snot thing, but I do fully understand what you mean now.
Yeah.
I didn't at first, and now, and I think he's right. He may have just kind of hit the nail on the head. I think when they do get a little past perfect,
Yeah.
then
They get a little
watery.
mushy. Yeah.
And the bigger, like big old beefsteak tomatoes, they have
big old beefsteak.
more booger snot than the tiny cherry tomatoes. And of course, you eat those. Although I have eaten a cherry tomato where it's squirted across the table into my wife's face, and I laughed.
My God.
Well, it's like if you eat it with your, because when you bite into it, it
Peter
Close
North
your
brand
mouth.
tomatoes.
So let's talk about who names tomatoes, because
Beefsteak?
the beefsteak. Like
Roma.
I'm attracted to towards the beefsteak tomato, and I tend to pick that one over all the other ones.
I'm not a beefsteak man. I'm a Roma tomato man. Plum.
Yeah.
I like a plum tomato.
For whatever reason, I just think the name beefsteak like markets
Does
the
it make
tomato.
you think of like beefcake, which you're like, well,
Yeah.
I'm a beefcake, so I need to eat the beefsteak.
I don't know. It just sounds more delicious than the Roma.
See, I don't think it does. The Roma to me is like, hey, it's a Roma. It's an Italian tomato.
Yeah, but when I think of the word aroma, it reminds me of poo-poo. And
Why?
No,
because
aroma to me goes, what a lovely aroma.
Right.
I think of like a bad aroma, like there's aroma here and it stinks. Like, I don't know. yeah.
Corona.
Anyway, there it is.
Beefsteak. So beefsteak is your number one tomato. Look up the different kinds of tomatoes, Sam.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Because
And then don't even get started on like heirloom tomatoes, which is like, well, this comes from one particular seed or varietal of this particular plant.
yeah, I still have all my tomato plants. And
Are they
they're-
growing?
No, I mean they're in bad shape, but they do not produce any tomatoes. I don't know when they will.
There's the cherry tomato,
I like a cherry.
the Roma,
That's my favorite.
the San Marzano, which is
Yeah.
more of a
Wait.
long tomato.
San Marzano is my favorite, and those are the
I
ones
don't know
buy.
if I've ever had one of those.
I buy San Marzano DOP only. It's a specific grade level that has to come from, I believe, a certain region in Italy, and that's how I make my marinara sauce.
You got the Better Boy, the Cherokee Purple.
No, I never had that, but that's what Tom used to think his penis was.
You gave my wife the Cherokee purple.
No,
last
but
night.
you're not Indian.
The Black Crim, the Early Girl, the Kumato, a Celebrity Tomato,
Oh, who is it?
Brandywine,
Oh, I
Green
thought it was
Zebra,
Brandy sitting up in
Mortgage
my
Lifter,
room.
Campari Tomato,
I've
Gardener's Delight.
Campari people like, what was the mortgage one?
There's a Mortgage Lifter,
Oh, I like that. That's the Brian Zymel. Go give it a Zymel.
Big Beef.
Oh, that's your favorite tomato.
Hold on, there's a big beef and a beefsteak.
Dude, this Big Beef is like this big. It's
Oh,
huge.
like a basketball.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's like
let's
a mini basketball.
Let's get all kinds of crazy tomatoes.
There's a Raft Tomato, a Super Sweet 100,
A rat. Oh, I want the super sweet
a
100.
Tigerella, a Mr. Stripey.
Hold on.
Oh, that was me
now,
this morning.
now it's just they're making names up.
A
That's
hillbilly
what we do.
tomato.
That's what we do with anything.
Yeah.
Hillbilly tomato is just that's just Big Tim with a sunburn.
Big Rainbow, Santorini,
Big rainbow.
Jubilee, Moneymaker tomato.
Big Rainbow is our buddy, what's his name? Gay Ron.
So a lot of tomatoes, guys.
Okay. Bye-bye. Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha and Butler are here.
So I was trying to convince Daniel during the break to just go ahead and get the more expensive boxers underwear. And because
I don't wear boxers, number one, because I'm not an old Southern judge.
Just get some nice boxer briefs.
I
stretchy.
don't wear boxer briefs. I don't like that much cloth on my thighs.
Yeah, though they got smaller ones.
I have very delicate thighs. I need it cut right in my leg joint.
No,
like I need that seam to come.
That's uncomfortable.
I need that, and I need it to come up over my love handles, like almost like a In Living Color Fly Girl, like where my underpants would be coming out of my acid wash capris.
Just spend the money on better quality underpants.
Well, I'll buy better quality underpants, but first of all, I don't like saying the word underpants, and I feel like you forced that on me. Second of all, I wear briefs.
Yeah, they make briefs.
But I don't want the ones that have the pouch hole, because that's like the new thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, buy your underwear, and then, oh, we've been doing it wrong for decades. Now there's a little cave that you're supposed to squeeze your junk in. No, I'm not doing that.
Listen,
I don't need a cave.
I'm just saying, buy the best. They have all these companies, even the big ones. Hanes does it. They buy the Hanes Air or the best quality.
Fruit of the loom.
Because they make a super nice quality material that's like breathable, super light, doesn't hold water.
Well, I'm not an action. I'm not Batman.
Yeah, but it feels good.
I don't need a special suit.
Yeah, but it feels better. And you can.
I'm fine the way I am.
People.
I
you have to.
Do you have droopy butt briefs?
I don't need a pair of space age underpants. I don't need.
It feels better.
No, these are fine.
Because you have to spend the money on quality of life, and I don't know how many people that they
$27 a pair of underpants.
But,
a lot.
But it's the you wear them all day, every day, and that's the thing. It's like people
can't stop, won't stop.
You got to spend the money on the stuff that you spend the majority of your life doing. So underpants, the quality mattress, did you sleep?
Maybe I just need to stop wearing underwear.
Sheets, pillows, like whatever. Look at your life. If you spend a lot of time in your car, spend the money on your car to make your life more comfortable. Like or your desk chair at work, or like
I've been asking for a new desk chair.
Whatever. Like you got to spend the money for your quality of life.
They're too expensive though.
No, it's not. You could.
Can I get a bulk deal? Can you check on the website, Sam?
It can't
for what? Fruit of the Loom?
Daniel, you just bought a $2,000 brand new iPhone.
No, that rolls in every year. I don't even look at that.
I'm just saying that. Yeah, but it's.
I hate spending money on underwear too.
You get the best of the best. Get the best underwear. It doesn't make any sense.
On my BH, and it's hard for me to throw money at something that's just going to rub up and down on my BH.
You talk about buying the best of the best at all times.
$42 for 2 pairs of MeUndies. Are you out of your mind?
I said they're $20 a piece. They're worth it.
God bless it.
They'll last you a couple of years. You'll be fine. I'm telling you. Just spend the money.
These are expensive.
Buy whatever. They all make the same stuff, whether it's this, internet companies or Hanes. I'm telling you. Although these internet companies have lower overhead, so their quality's better. The Hanes, I've gotten the Hanes Airs and things like that. They try to mimic, and the quality's just a little less, and it makes sense because they're bigger companies.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I think the MeUndies and all the, I call them the podcast companies because they advertise a lot in podcasts.
I'll tell you what.
Why do the briefs for the majority look like they're made for people with big country asses? You know what I mean? There's too much material back there.
I think that
it's
their clientele. It's the
don't
demo.
You want it tight?
I usually get them and
big fat Americans.
I scallop them a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I get my underwear out and then I cut the back. Almost
no,
like
a
teen girl would cut her jean shorts. Yeah, I cut them.
That's why you got strings anyway.
Why do you like briefs?
I do not like extra cloth on my thighs.
It's not that much.
Look, if I get on my thighs like this right now, I'm sorry, Sam. I'm not trying to show you stuff.
Yeah.
But if I get on my thighs like that, I would have my thighs like that all the time. I would literally sit here in a Speedo because I love the way it feels.
Who likes where it cuts in the seams?
It doesn't cut in my seam.
Well, I'm just saying it goes.
Is it balloony?
I've seen him in his
it's
underwear.
not.
It's
No.
all baggy.
No, it's not. It is. How dare you? It is not. It doesn't.
It's all
It does not look
dingy and baggy.
No, it is
no.
not.
Yeah.
It is not.
It looks like the stereotypical.
I look like a very small Mitt Romney.
You look like I surprised you in the middle of the night while you're cooking your liquor in the backyard.
I look like Popcorn Sutton standing in a white beret.
Yeah. It's not. It can't be comfortable.
Like, what do they make? These are micromodal. What is
Yeah.
micromodal?
It's the same reason like when we started making T-shirts for our company, we just went best quality. Like we just found the next level, the Bella canvas, the best quality, most comfortable T-shirt, and we stuck with it because we're like, why not use the best quality material? And I'm just saying,
Even Norm is in agreement with me. He doesn't want that much cloth on his thighs.
Well,
well,
he
big fat
goes
Norm, yeah.
commando,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he doesn't want any material.
And he's sitting at home all day
In basketball
Yeah,
shorts.
in basketball
Well,
shorts.
they got 3 different styles. They got classic, and then bold, and then adventurous.
That's just the colors, right?
Okay. It's got all kinds of crazy designs, like fires and dogs.
Yeah.
and-
Ignore all the designs and all that
Platypus.
stuff. Oh, I got those. I think I got the.
You got the platypus?
No, I got the camping ones. It's just a
Oh,
bunch
here's
of
one that's just
acoustic guitars.
onions. Here's koala bears.
Yeah, I got the campfire.
Really, dude?
It's for
Really?
kids.
You do this? This is what you. This is for babies, and you have the audacity to yell at me and say
Yeah,
I'm a
he's
baby.
got
and
character
you're wearing,
undies.
You're wearing goddamn porcupine underpants.
I understand, and I knew I was going to take the ridicule.
I feel like
of
you
that,
owe me an apology.
but I don't care what's on
Hummingbirds?
it. No one sees it, and
Elephants and sloths.
in fact, my sons they get a kick out of it. They're like, oh, I got raccoon.
Harry
ones.
Potter Slytherin.
They're like, oh, raccoon. It doesn't matter. It's just the material.
So they don't care about your old man glasses, but they like your little boy undies.
Yeah. Well, they see that they're like, oh, raccoons. You know, they enjoy
Okay,
You should
here
have cartoons
is-
on your glasses.
Let's see. Steph in our chat room, twitch.tv/TomandDanLive. She says, Dan, I'll send you the link to a shop where my man gets his briefs with a nut pouch. I don't want a nut pouch. I don't. I want just something to cover.
Smooth.
He's old school. You gotta start small.
Yeah, I like the classics.
It's like teaching your grandpa how to use the ATM.
Yeah,
You gotta start with the Presto. You can't
check your balance first. We'll go to getting money out
Yeah,
next
you
week.
can't go right to the drive-through one. It's gonna freak
That's
them out.
true.
So you gotta start with the regular briefs, regular pattern, no baby stuff, and then just use them. You know what? I'm gonna buy you a pair.
No, don't.
I'm gonna buy you a pair.
Because
and
then
Try
I'll-
it out.
Then every time I
Butler,
see him,
buy Daniel a pair of MeUndies.
no, but that's
and have them
weird.
shipped here.
And I don't even like
What
the
size
name. What do you?
panties do you wear?
MeUndies. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like the name either. It's not an endorsement for the company. I
No.
don't get paid by them. I
Isn't
happen
there
to use
another
them.
company that's like,
yeah.
men's underwear surplus? That's what I
Yeah.
want. And where it's
Arms
like,
surplus.
what do you want? And
Man.
I want 50 pairs of reliable white underwear. How much is it for 50 pair? It's $30 for 50 pairs
Come on,
of
no.
white, reliable, made in the USA cotton.
No.
The same ones that were worn by the boys when they were storming Normandy and
Too hot.
stabbing.
No, it's too hot and uncomfortable.
No, that's what I want.
And then it gets
I want
dingy and
classic.
balloony.
I want classic.
No, you're gonna end up with
I want some
dingy
wool
boners.
Audie Murphy
No.
war heroes.
No.
Audie Murphy
Why-
killing the Nazis. Wool white briefs.
No.
The same ones
It's
that
uncomfortable.
Elvis wore when he was getting his American GI deal. I want that style.
No. It's uncomfortable.
Remember when boxers didn't wear boxer shorts? They wore the tiny ones. They wore like briefs
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
originally fought.
Yeah. But that is, I'm telling you, it's too uncomfortable. You're not living your best life.
How did you get on this? Because like you're like
Crystal bought them for me, and then I was like, these are better. Like she bought
But
them
I
for
thought
me.
your thighs would rub together and then light and like blow
These
holes.
don't do that.
Yeah, they have really
The
short
Hanes-
ones now.
The Hanes Airs, I rubbed my thighs through all of them. Like, they're all
Plus,
have
his
holes.
sticks have gotten smaller,
Yeah,
so
you have.
he's got a thigh gap
You've
now.
tightened up your sticks.
Yeah, you know, but they still rub a little bit, and then, but these MeUndies, they're made better quality.
undies are made better quality.
It's the internet podcast companies. They're able to up their quality. Like the big Hanes, they just use the cheapest,
Yeah.
best they can. I think there's a little
What's
bit.
the warranty on these things?
I don't know.
Because they're expensive as all hell.
They could
dude.
go out of business any day.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Or,
you know?
or big underwear is going to buy them out for sure. You know,
And then lessen
They've
the quality.
been around for a long time.
Yeah.
They're like the chubbies of underwear.
Yeah.
I think like those
I
companies.
remember
like
when
the,
companies like Joe Boxer came out back in the day.
Yeah.
But these MeUndies companies and the My Razor companies and
Oh,
all
Harry's. And
Harry's Shave Club, all these like
Philly
I call them internet, social media marketing,
And they're all
podcasts.
snarky. They're
Yeah.
like, you can't wear those underwear.
Dude.
What are you doing with your life? You need to try these. Try the purple mattress. Let's throw a bowling ball at this fat lady.
The owners of all those got rich,
Super
big
rich.
time. Yeah, and like they just figured out like the marketing aspect of it was so cheap on the social media and the internet and podcasts. They got in quick and made a lot. And plus they rely on a lot of people just getting the monthly subscription and just sending it on nonstop forever because like. Every time I get it, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I got to cancel it. Then I'd forget.
Yeah.
And then I get another one, and I'm like, oh, I got another one.
I'm going to get underwear today as an experiment for the show, and I will give you a review, and I'll get a pair of MeUndies.
Yeah, we got to order them.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
I'll do it.
Try those. There's another one, too. Like, there's a couple of them.
They got any that are for babies? They got any that are just classic white, red stripe on the waistband?
Yeah. I'm sure they do. I'm telling you, just go with the higher quality. I'm telling you, you'll change your life.
I'll definitely do that.
And it's people. I often look for what am I missing quality of life. I think chairs are my next thing. Like because I sit in this chair a lot.
Yeah.
I thought about it like maybe we can get them reupholstered and everything, but maybe I should get a higher quality chair.
Yeah.
And maybe I should get a higher quality pillows because like my pillows are not the best, and I'm like I bet there's really good pillows nowadays.
But the only thing that I ever use to gauge the quality of something that's for like quality of life is usually the price in some dumb snarky Kickstarter video. It's like, don't use that pillow. Use this square pillow that's engineered for your head. And I'm like, I don't even know what's real anymore.
But-
it's like everybody says this and that. And like,
But that's all gimmick stuff. I'm talking about like a tried and true, good quality. I'm gonna get knives like eventually.
oh my God, he's got a knife.
Oh, I thought you were.
No. False alarm, Pullman.
But I was like, if I got like a super high quality knife, my cutting experiences would be a little
I've
bit
been
better.
telling you that for years.
I know, but that's what I want to work on. Just bettering my quality of life in small increments until I have the best possible quality of life.
And then
without,
you're dead.
Yeah, without spending
He
too
has
much.
slowly been doing that. Like
Yeah,
he's got
he
his
really has.
underwear.
You're right, you're
he's on
right.
Adderall now.
You're
He's
right.
getting his glasses.
Yeah, you're right. He went to the
I'm
doctor,
trying.
did his blood
Look at
test.
him.
He got his polos.
Yeah.
Big boy now.
He got his truck.
Apparently, I needed more than 6 because they all got dirty, and someone's slacking on the laundry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say who,
I
but
was going to
it's
tell
not
you
me.
that color, too, not conducive for leaning over and wiping off a belly, if you know what I mean. It's,
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a reason that I like white underwear, red stripe on the top.
I should have ordered 15.
Wait a minute. You use your underwear for that? That's
I
gross.
didn't say that. You said that.
Well, it's actually the best garment to use in that situation because
Yeah, because it's closer to
T-shirt.
toilet paper than it is jeans.
yes, because
T-shirt.
See how effortless that came out of my mouth? I've given this thought.
yeah, but it's your underwear would normally encounter.
Underwear's just washable toilet paper.
We said it's pants protectors.
Yeah, it's pants protector. That is
Yeah,
a
but-
10-year-old joke.
So
Your sweaty butt spinning it
it's
all
like
day.
if you use your barbecue bib at the end of the night to clean off your fingers.
You
know
do.
what I'm saying?
You do indeed.
You don't
Yeah.
start using the tablecloth.
No.
It's not meant
I
for
mean,
that.
there are times, I will say, when I'm done riding the Peloton, where I will remove my underpants and I will use it as if it's cottonelle.
Oh no!
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
What?
On your shirt?
And then
that goes against.
And then I Kareem Abdul-Jabbar right in the old washing machine.
Yeah, then you scream, turn down for what?
Yeah, then I do scream turn down for
that's
what?
called the classic Peloton
Yeah,
dad.
that is a classic Peloton dad, the CPD.
Oh man, I don't want to get in his business, but he puts it out on social media. But our old buddy Justin, he got really into Peloton, but he also got that Peloton treadmill, and I'm like, oh, beer business is good for this guy. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he's got. Oh, not supposed to talk about it.
No, I just know somebody else is buying it.
Oh yeah. I'm like, you got the Peloton bike and the treadmill.
My wife's getting it.
Oh, really?
That's what Andrea wants.
Oh, really?
She's a runner, dude.
What does that thing run? 6?
I don't even know. I'm not going to be using it. It's not my thing.
No,
No, they're making a smaller one.
Like
A cheaper one. Yeah, they're making they have the Plus, which is the big one that he got. Yeah, beer business is good. And but we're
well, if you use it, that's the thing. It's 100% worth
Andrea,
the money if you use it every day.
She runs 7 days a week, so she wants to be able to sometimes in Florida, I mean, like with her, and she's fair skinned, it's hard for her to run at lunch break sometime and then get back to do a meeting. So she wants to be able to run on a treadmill. So they're making, I guess after January, they're making a pared down, cheaper, like a more value budget version, because it's way expensive.
They got that workout mirror now. And
then, tonal is one, and then mirror, and then they have the
got a workout mirror.
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
There's two. There's one called mirror, and there's one called tonal. I think
it's literally about the size of a standard wardrobe mirror, where you like stood in front of very close, but it's a huge screen that's like a touch screen, I think, right?
With multiple cameras, yeah. And I don't know if it's a touch screen. I think it's gesture control.
And it operates like the Peloton does, where someone's giving like a class and you're looking at them and they're the instructor, and then there's multiple other people in the class using this thing.
Why can't I just watch a video?
You could.
Oh, it's like a live.
But this is like it. I think
some other exercise.
Yeah, there's other things to it, but yeah, it's like on demand, so you can do it live. It's pretty cool.
It's the same difference as far as like you're now working out as a part of a group, and that
so you can live interact with them and they can interact with you.
Yeah, like online.
They can see you. Right?
Online, like that is the new biggest thing in fitness. I would say would be like online competitive at home workout.
Yeah, online exercise groups.
Yeah, they're huge
because that's the thing. It works. Like even. I go to a guy 2 days a week, but the only reason I work out is because I have that scheduled appointment with him.
Right.
And I'm sure a lot of the human psychology is like, okay, I have the scheduled appointment. It's with someone. I don't want to break it. So it's like it forces you to go.
Sure.
Because if it was just for myself, I don't have the willpower to be like, I'm going to go home and work out today.
I'm envious of those people. It's very difficult.
Yeah. If you do, you don't need to buy any of this garbage. You
just
go work out. It's free.
Well, you don't need anything. Just go run around your house.
Yeah. Do some push-ups. You body weight exercise. You could be shredded with diet. Body weight exercise is zero money. Shredded.
People do it all the time.
Hard ass work.
But I like my bike. I rode it this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super fun. But I'm kind of like you. I needed to invest in it, so I had a payment because if I didn't have. But also something to guilt me into getting on it. I don't know if I would jump on it.
There's a monthly program aspect to it. There's like a hey, you're riding, you're keeping up. There's accountability, because you're keeping track of your miles. So other people, it's all part of the working out psychology. But it's all garbage because anybody can do this for free at any time, and you could be as skinny as you want. But hard. Too hard. You have to throw money at it.
So now I'm going to have to get new underwear. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. I'll do it as an experiment for the show, and I'll think about some other things that I'll do in order to raise my quality of life.
Pillow sheets? But you're a good sheet guy.
Yeah, well, I'm a bamboo sheet man. I like a very soft bamboo sheet.
You got the car. You just need to keep yourself like a veal, comfortable at all times.
All right.
Peak.
Comes from the guy that wants to give his kids grid.
You know what I don't do enough?
No, not me.
Right.
I want to try
you comfortable.
You know
I've gone through all of it.
You know what I don't do enough, and we should do it as a show, is all get a massage.
Okay.
I haven't had a massage.
I know some rich guys that have a massage.
I want the person that comes to the office.
Week.
We haven't brought this up in years, but when we first met and we're working with Brian Zeimel, I think as like a gift because he saw a lot of people getting refis and he's like, "Oh, great job, guys! You're getting my message out right. Thank you." He sent us massages and then we were all like, we just use them.
I'm embarrassed to take my shirt off. It's like a community pool.
I sort of look like a girl.
So, but yeah, like that goes into upping the quality of your life. Like
it does.
Like people start implementing that takes money, but you start implementing like weekly massages and stuff, like things like that. And
I'm
then
so traumatized from my past massages. I need a massage, but I'm just like,
well, you're going to, the type of places that oil your hair and
The
stuff.
last
like
place I
that.
went to was a nice one in Winter Park.
It was a day spa, I thought.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like it was like the other
It
side
was
of
the
Winter Park.
insane clown day spa.
Yeah, it's like my mom and sister live in Winter Park, but that ain't Winter Park. I know, but that's North Castleberry. Anyway, I just want to have 100% best quality of life I could possibly have 7 days a week.
Yeah,
And
of course. Who doesn't want that?
Well, you have to work towards it, but there's a way
Yeah.
to get it. You'd be like, I wear the most comfortable shoes, the most comfortable underwear, and I sit in the most comfortable chair. Like, this is probably bad for long term.
King Tom Van.
It's like I
Sounds a lot like somebody else.
I keep myself at 73 degrees at 85% of my
Tom.
day.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Tom
Like,
wants the best.
Yeah.
He's getting the best.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, there's a way to do it. I mean, obviously, you can only afford so much, but
Right.
find that good happy medium of most
Yeah.
comfortable life.
I
got to
get a better mattress too. So.
Dude, because so many
I do,
people,
for sure,
think
yeah.
about how many people go through every single day doing something repetitively uncomfortable just because they've always done it that way, and they never thought about buying some new shoes. Or I do this constantly, and I realize like I've been doing this for years, and I could be doing it better. Daniel, you taught me this, like about like quality, investing into quality, so that
But I got too tired.
if you could
And
have
I
quality,
lost my way.
yeah, but it's like if you could have the best iPhone or whatever it is.
You
like,
guys have switched
I
personalities.
lost my way a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, try to get the best possible
Like
quality.
I'm at a point now where if I went to my drawer and opened it and there was no underwear, I would just put my shorts on slowly and walk out the door.
yeah. Well, that happens sometimes. No amount of MeUndies can fight my wife's laziness.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I don't got my Tom polo on. I'm thrown off. I just wanted to wear the same polo every day, and I can't wear it if I go to the closet. I know I should be doing it myself.
Well, you can wear it maybe twice, right?
Oh, I've done that.
I smelt it. The
not like
aroma
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
the 2-day polo.
Oh yeah, the aroma.
Yeah.
It's not like
I
we're
worked
sweating
out. I
crazy.
stunk up the whole.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
When you took your shoes off.
No, it was the polo because I wore it. I think I got 3 days out of one.
Yeah.
And the type of material, it holds the BO in.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I start to
permeates.
sweat, then it blasts it out.
Oh.
Like it activates the BO.
It does. If you let it
And then
dry
I stunk
in it.
the whole. Yeah. I got a little BOE, but then it dried.
BOE.
And then the next day I smelled it. I was like, this is fine. It just smells
Yeah,
fine.
no, but as soon as you get a little more sweat in there, it's like lighting a fuse.
Yes. And then the Michael was coughing, and the other there's an old
my
man in there.
God.
He was coughing, and I was like, "It's me. I know it." Then
I got a question.
Huh.
It is completely unrelated to anything,
Yeah.
and I know we got to get out of here. Somebody's going to scream bye very, very soon. But are we going to ever talk about that goofy looking Salt Life guy and him?
Oh
yeah.
yeah. We should talk. Let's talk about that next.
Because I just hate the way that guy looks. Like I look at his mugshot and I'm like, I want to punch your face.
Yeah. Let's talk about that when we come back.
And are
because
they scraping the stickers off the car windows now, or is it still cool?
I don't know.
How about you, Sam? You're a Salt Life gal.
I am not.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I'm a salt eggs gal. How dare you?
Because I want to talk about Salt Life and how it even became popular so much so that he was able to
It's
make
huge.
that much
Oh,
a
huge,
brand
huge,
and like
mega huge.
And then did he murder someone or is it a
Oh, yeah.
drug or
Wow,
was
I
it
mean,
murder?
it's not
well, they're
looking-
saying I believe he's charged with manslaughter.
Not looking good.
Unless it's changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
Ain't
it. Because,
looking good.
all right. Well, bye. Welcome back to a Corporate Tom and Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I'm Dan. Samantha, our producer, is here. Butler is in the other room. Has he been clowning you today?
Less clowning.
Because I flipped.
Less clowning.
I flipped. I'm on Team Butler now, and I enjoy the clowning, and I kind of like seeing you rattled a little bit.
I think he's just he's still a little scared about me getting him back for the old D dollar.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, Jeff Howell is. We're going to talk to Jeff here in a second.
Yeah.
He doesn't really know that story. We used to prank. Me and Carlos, who's on the Monsters, we used to prank Jeff all the time. And then, you kind of stop doing that once you've driven a man to a point where he screams in your face because you ruined his free pizza or crab legs. So then you decide not to do that anymore,
Well, speaking of Jeff Howell, he's on Skype with us right now.
There he is.
And every time we do this with you, Jeff, because of your black and white filter or whatever, it seems like I'm talking to a ghost or someone in the past.
I would say true on both of those.
I feel like I'm talking to a ghost frozen.
You actually in
1994.
Right now, you look like the ghost of like any 80s DJ because he looks like he's
really?
in a studio and he's got the microphone.
Is that better? That's in color there.
Look, he's got gags.
Look at that. I'm sweating to death. And look at this one. I couldn't get it off my crotch on that one. Hang on just a second. Let me get back here.
He's got jokes now. Look at him.
Jeff, how?
He's doing like a full-blown TV show.
Okay, coming from another grumpy old man.
Jeff's always been good with technology,
How is
you
he
idiot.
good? How is he good with technology?
Even when you were working with Jeff on the morning show, he was always good with computers.
Right. Well, he's good with like engineering stuff and recording.
He built his own computer, Tom.
How are you good with computers, Jeff? It doesn't seem likely.
It doesn't seem right.
Jeff Howell, am I correct? You built your own machine, right?
Yes, I did. It basically what happened was I didn't care about computers. All I used them for was email and word processors, that old man stuff, And then I got some recording software and I said, oh my God, I can do all this myself at home. But then you put it in and you find out you can't get your sound card to work or you don't have the right sound card. You got to match up sampling rates. You got to do. And so I knew nothing about it. So I had to research all this stuff. And in doing so, I needed a better computer to handle all that. And then when you start doing video editing, you got to get a powerful computer. So I had to get all this stuff, and then powerful computers were like $2,000, $225. I said, and you know how cheap I am. I said, I'm not spending that much. So I learned how to build one. I built one. I built this one we're on right now. It's in black and white.
How
you know what? You talk about grit.
Hold on.
You always talk about grit with your sons. How about if I challenged you in 2021? I'll give you some months to get a head start. You, in your off time with your sons, build your own home computer, dude. You need one anyway for your home studio. You need one for your home studio.
Hold on. I figured it out. Jeff.
Why don't you just build an abacus?
Wow. You have to know what an abacus is first.
I know it's a counting machine.
A counting machine.
You also said he said that with so much doubt. He said, I know, and he also, I know it's a counting machine. Yes.
Also, I forgot that Jeff used his powers of cheapness to force his way to learn.
Yes. He's always been, how do you think he knows how to play bass?
Powers
guitar,
of cheapness.
write songs. Powers of cheapness.
Yeah, everything I do in life involves cheapness, especially women.
I don't
know what that means.
And that lamp behind you that's from 1920. That is
judges.
Look at that guy.
Judging by your decor, I can see that you're still a single man.
I feel like I know. I'm looking around. It looks as if you're in Elvis's jungle room.
Yeah. Before Elvis made it big, the jungle room. You've been to Graceland, correct?
I have never been, Jeff. It's on my bucket list.
You have to go.
But 5-year-olds don't want to go to Graceland.
Isn't it a hunk of garbage?
Yeah, two things will surprise you about the place is how small it is for being such a revered, called a mansion, how small it is for one, and two, how gaudy it is. It's basically a $5 million trailer.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, with nasty carpet and all these, but it's Graceland. It's Elvis.
Yeah.
Well, is it actual? Is it a trailer or what is it called? Like a manufactured home?
I don't believe so.
No. It was built of wood and brick, but it's small, and they do have a big giant kind of tin warehouse in the back where they have all Elvis memorabilia because the house is so small they couldn't put all his memorabilia in there. So, but it's you got to go once, but that's all you want to go.
Well, and then the other thing too, doesn't he have his plane parked next to it?
Yeah, I think it's across the street, the Lisa Marie, and you get to go in there. Yeah, he was a stud.
Yeah, it's cool.
Was he? Because it seemed like he was a a pain pill addicted fatso.
Jesus.
Because that's all I remember.
now hold on a second. Let me help you with that. Jeff said
Yeah.
he was a stud, and then you said, was he? It seemed like he was a pain pill addicted fatso. And if I were a pain pill addicted fatso, I would think I was a stud.
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah. I guess he was not always a
Do you
pain
know
pill
how
addicted
fun it
fatso.
feels to be a pain pill addicted fatso? It's awesome.
Yeah. Until
And you're rich.
the last number 2. You take
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
you
my
don't know.
God.
And the pain pills make it all so hard that you blow your heart up trying to get it out.
Yeah, I don't even, I
That's
don't
what
even
happened.
think he knew, right?
No, he didn't know. He
Yeah.
didn't know. He was, he was in there. I think he was dating or was living with a Playboy model, and she was the one that found him. So in a sense, that's kind of studly on your death toilet to have a Playboy model.
Yeah. He's like, ew, there's poo-poo
Or
coming
it's
out.
really sad.
Ew, big fatso poo-poo.
Some lady that obviously didn't love him.
Yeah, okay,
No,
hold
I
on. Now you're painting it really sad. So a 44-year-old,
Yeah.
my age now, Dan Dennis, sitting on the toilet,
Yeah.
big fat pain pill addicted fatso.
Yeah.
I'm doozing it up, strain too hard, aneurysm, fall off the toilet, and then my 24-year-old Playboy model girlfriend comes in and finds me sitting on the floor, still continuing to defecate, dead.
Yes.
And then her first response isn't like, "Oh my God!"
No,
cries.
she's like, I gotta put this on. I have to put this on TikTok.
No, she's like, "Ew!" She's disgusted by it.
Look, everybody! Oh my God! Look, my boyfriend just fell off the toilet and he's continuing to defecate. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
I had an operation one time, and of course, you said the pain pills, the anesthesia stuff blocks you up, and I don't have that problem. Never have to take laxatives or anything.
Oh, me and Tom
I'm good
are.
to go.
Yeah, just so you know, and I don't care which way you voted, but me and Tom we are as pro diarrhea as it comes.
Oh man,
And I don't care who
king
knows.
diarrhea.
I don't care who knows.
Yeah, I voted the brown ticket.
Oh, me too.
The whole way through. So here's what happened is I had an operation, and I did get plugged up like that. And a buddy of mine called me, Tim Clifford. He called me up, and he was on speakerphone in his car, and he had one of his buddies with him. And he's sitting there, and he said, "Well, how's it going?" I'm telling the story of being blocked up, and I got to the point where I said, well, it was kind of half in and half out like that. And all of a sudden I hear, "Ew." And I go, "Who's that?" And he goes, "Oh, that's my wife. She's in the back seat." I go, "You didn't tell me your wife was on the phone while I was telling this horrible story?"
Oh, you're on Bluetooth.
Dude, being in and out.
Nice, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so angry. That was 3 years ago. I still know.
So, Jeff, real quick,
Ma'am.
let's talk about where you're going to be. House of Blues, correct?
Yeah, is the interview over already?
No,
Good God.
No, we
It's
have
a
some
great story.
I want to give you a plug, then I want to talk about another subject that we were.
Look, we love having you on. If you just want to call the show during the day and just bust in, it's totally fine.
No, I'm not going to
No,
do
you
the
got-
weirdo thing.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I will tell you where I'm going to be. You ready?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to be at House of Blues this Thursday from 5 to 10. And then on Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be at an awesome bar in Claremont, the Claremont Brewing Company, from 9 to midnight. If you've never been there, please go there. It's beautiful. They brew their own. Great food.
I know some people that have gone out to that. So it's a nice little spot.
Awesome.
And they're huge fans out there. Huge fans.
Great.
I mean, they'll scream out, "Tom and Dan, Tom and Dan,
Oh, great.
Tom and Dan."
Well, Claremont's
And then-
dope. I'll drink
What?
Claremont beers. Let's do it.
Oh, absolutely. And then Sunday, I will be at Tibby's New Orleans Kitchen in Altamont Springs from 1 to 4.
There's a place I haven't been in a minute.
Yeah.
I might have to get some Tibbies.
Yeah,
that'd
it's
be good.
great. I love the food. Come see me. Come see me. We'll hang out.
Give me a bucket of Rumelade. I don't
Jeff,
even need food. Just give me Rumelade.
I'm doing the plugs up front because they
Thank
may
you.
not be able to get through till the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
We always front load them.
yeah, they may just drift off.
Oh, I know.
and-
We're doing this new thing too, Jeff. And when we're done, we just scream bye-bye and then we shut everything off. Have you heard it?
I don't blame you.
Have you heard any of it? On a corporate time now, when we get to the end, we just go bye-bye and then we just shut it all down.
So,
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
drag
just-
it.
come on.
Jeff, are you familiar with Salt Life and the Salt Life stickers?
Yes.
Okay.
I know the stickers. I don't know much about it. Yeah.
So, I feel like everybody in Florida has seen a Salt
Yeah.
Life sticker.
You don't strike me as a Salt Life guy.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Um,
No.
and unless it's a dietary restriction,
Right, yeah.
it's an old man and a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
The story came out that the founder of Salt Life,
Co-founder, yeah.
Oh, co-founder. Had, by the way, why
Yeah,
you need two people to come up with
God damn it, I was going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Be like,
It's actually 4 people
Yeah.
because it was him and 3 friends.
oh my God.
Yeah.
4 Florida dodos.
Yeah.
Well,
They're like, salt something. What should it be?
something with our lives? I don't know.
And do they make a product or is it just stickers?
Oh, it's shirts,
Yeah,
hats.
They got a
It's an apparel.
restaurant. They have it at a restaurant, right?
They may have
I don't know.
sold.
Yeah,
they probably sold the branding
Out near
rights.
Tampa, like if you're going, I'm pretty sure there is a salt, or maybe in Cocoa Beach, there's like a Salt Life restaurant.
Yeah, they probably gave like a license,
Yeah,
the
I've
marketing
seen it.
rights.
Okay, okay.
It's like going to Planet Hollywood.
It's
or
this
something.
apparel brand,
But just trashy.
I guess
Oh, they did sell the business for nearly $40 million.
Yeah.
God.
I know.
They so anyway, one of the co-founders of Salt Life was in the news because there was a dead body. Samantha, tell us about it.
It's all very sketchy, right? Because there's not a ton of actual information. So he actually went to the emergency room that night for a, quote, undisclosed emergency, whatever that is.
Oh, by the way, he hasn't been involved with Salt Life for like 3 to 4 years.
Right.
So I just wanna
2013
say
he
that.
was like the last time he was
Okay.
involved
yeah,
with the
he's
clothing
a
line.
previous co-owner.
I like the OG 2013 Salt Life. After that, I kind of felt like it got a little watered down, not insulting.
Yeah.
So
They
there
went downhill.
Yeah.
there's this 18-year-old woman who has been not missing, but like she left her house voluntarily with this man who's like 46, I think. But her family couldn't get a hold of her for a few weeks, and so they had police like trying to do a welfare check on her. They found her dead in his hotel room
Whoa.
from a gunshot.
Oh.
Yeah, and I thought, and I might be wrong, but I thought she left with a 40-year-old man, and then the guy, the Salt Life guy, is like in
This
his
guy's
50s.
54, yes.
So it's like, so there's different
There's
individuals.
weird-
They're
yeah.
putting it
And
all
sh-
together. It sounds extremely nefarious and mega sad.
And she had a welfare check with her.
Yeah, the police
funny,
were
Jeff.
doing a welfare check on her.
Gotcha.
And it says
Maybe
it's
she were-
unclear what the relationship was, if
Kill
any, with Hutto. But she was found dead with a gunshot wound. He was arrested in the hospital for manslaughter and possession of a firearm.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Weird that they arrested him for manslaughter. It seems
Right.
like it's like a gunshot wound
So-
in your hotel room. It's like you accidentally did this, obviously. So the reason I brought this up, Jeff, is because I'm sure in your life and all your travels and
You
stuff,
have killed an 18-year-old woman.
no.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That it seems like, and we've seen these stories before, where someone comes about a lot of money in one way or the other.
Someone comes about a lot of money.
Well, it's just like you start this apparel brand, so
Yeah.
like you get it's basically winning the lottery. Like, come on,
The same
It's like-
thing happened to Chris
Yeah.
Kirkpatrick from NSYNC when he started his clothing line, Fu Mansquito. That thing blew up huge. Fu Mansquito. You couldn't even stop Fu Mansquito,
Like,
man. It was bigger than Fu.
I want to know what this guy's unknown medical emergency was.
He was freaking out because
Yeah.
he killed someone. He's
Yeah.
having anxiety
Yeah, I've
attack.
had a couple of those. Not to kill someone.
Unless he's going to claim like they got in a fight, she hurt him really bad, and then he ended up shooting her in
Now,
self-defense.
what would be funnier is it? Well, none of it's funny. I'll just
No.
say that up front. But I was going for priapism or something. I wanted something real because the guy, his mugshot. I'm just sorry, it just looks like if Florida were a photograph.
I feel like
He's from Jacksonville.
Yeah,
That gives
I mean, you can see it. You look right
Yeah,
at him, and
yeah.
you're like, Florida.
Yeah, and this is where I'm going with that. I really believe that if you give certain people money, it is a curse to
Oh,
them,
yeah.
and they will kill themselves
death warrant,
or
yeah.
Yes.
ruin their lives with it. And their life, if they didn't have the money, would be actually better.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And it's hard for anybody to believe that concept, but when you see stories like this, and then it happens all the time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're like, the money ruined them. It ruined their lives and ruined everything about. They would have had a happier life without the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
yeah.
I would like to test that theory.
Agreed.
Yes, but Jeff, you're not going to be like, I'm sure this
Rich.
guy.
I mean, give me the chance.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, Jeff, if someone gave you, like, okay, let's talk about this. If you somehow stumbled upon $10 million.
Yeah. Red Dog Pub. Oh,
Round two.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
man.
thank you for bringing
Bringing it back.
Red dog returns.
Red dog rides again.
Just dig it in there.
Yeah, but this time
Jeff,
it's all elaborate.
Let's say you happen upon $10 million.
Yeah. Like, I really, like, your life wouldn't change that much. Like, you'd have better equipment and maybe you'd play.
Well, he's frugal.
Yeah. I feel like you.
Jeff's a unicorn, I feel like.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a bad example.
Yeah. So
You give it to Butler, ruin his life.
If I had $10 million, you would never hear from me again. I would just disappear.
And I'd be like, where are all those great plugs we used to get?
I'm kidding. Actually, if I had $10 million, what I would do, like a trashy person, is I would just add on to my house in this middle class neighborhood. I would make it a giant house and use up every bit of land I have here, but stay here so I can watch all the other people on their 3-wheeled bicycles go in front of my mansion.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to inconvenience the people around you by making your house some sort of odd monstrosity.
And the homeowners association.
Yeah, right. I want to be one of those people that has enough money to cover the fines for whatever I do, so I just let my house fall into horrible disrepair, and I become like Baldwin Park Sausage Castle, and I just let the whole thing just crumble around me.
Like buy an outhouse and just put it right in the middle of the front yard and just leave it there.
And they're like, well, you better not do that. It's $100 a day. And I do the math, and I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah. By the year 2097, I'll be broke.
Yeah. Jeff, do you, speaking of like your neighborhood, do you know all your neighbors? Do you talk to them? Okay. You're the okay.
In fact, I will tell you this, that I was at Publix, my Publix, which is right around the corner, and you know how people, people from like events or, people from somewhere, but when you see them in a different environment, you can't remember where you remember them from. So I was at my Publix, and this really, really cute girl came up. She goes, "Hey, Jeff, how you doing?" I go, "Hey, how you doing?" I give her a big hug and
salt mine. Come back to my hotel room. I want to come in manslaughter.
How's it going? Yeah, haven't seen you for a while. She goes, "Yeah." I go, "Well, you come and see me. Come and see," because before COVID, I was playing everywhere. I said, "Come and see." She goes, "Okay." And then she kind of got a weird on. I went, "Okay, I'll just walk up." So walk up. Yeah. And then when I got in the parking lot, I saw her get in her car. I said, "Bye." I said, "Come and see me. Come and see me." She goes, "Yeah, okay." Like that. And I went, "Oh." So anyway, I get in my car and I go, "Well, that was weird." And I start driving off. She starts following me, and she follows me home. And I pull in my driveway, and she pulls in the house across the street. It was my neighbor's wife.
Oh my God!
And I had no idea that. And I was in the come and see.
You and Tom are very similar. You and Tom are very similar.
Yeah.
Dude, you would do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because Jeff and I have a thing where we don't like.
You did it yesterday with the kids in front of the studio.
Yeah, but Jeff goes beyond me a little bit where he can't even be in a room with someone when it's quiet, like a bathroom where he has to start a conversation. So he has to start talking to you, small talk.
Oh, I hate it. Peeing next to Jeff is terrible because he'll lean over and lean over and be like, "Nickel beer's fun, right?" Of course it is.
Yeah. So he's
talking to me.
Jeff wants to make you feel comfortable, and he's a people pleaser, and I understand that. So it's like. So you don't want to tell the person you don't remember them. You act like you remember them. Then they're like, "Oh, he remembers me." But then that creates confusion because you don't remember them. So that's what we both. So you tell the person you remember them by your actions, and then all your other actions are confusing to them because they're like, "Oh, I thought you remembered me. Why are you telling me to go to your show? I'm your
no, come and see me. Come and see me.
Specify.
Yeah, that's almost like just come into my house and cheat on your husband.
Right.
Like
I went across the street and I said, "Don't come see me.
Yeah,
come see me."
Terribly. That was inappropriate.
Don't tell your husband. Yeah.
Tom gets those all the time, but then he'll be like, "Hey," and the girl is, "Ah," and then you'll be like, "Yeah," she's like, "You know who I am, right?" And you'll be like, "Oh yeah," and then she'll be like, "Who am I?" You always get those, and you do that, and I do that thing. I've only had that happen to me a couple times where I'm like, "Yeah, I know who you are," and they're like, well, what's my name then? And I'm like, well, where do you know me from? Well, you're the guy. And then I'll just go like, well, you're the guy that, and then I'll just go like, and then I just pass out. I just fake like I pass out and I crumple in a heap and I just lay on the floor until they leave.
They had this kind of rough looking, when we were doing the poker dogs, me and Bubba and everybody were playing, I was in a popkin. They had this rough looking woman, probably in her 50s and, skinny, kind of shriveled up. She came up to me and she started busting on me because that's when I'd gained weight back then when I first gained weight.
Yeah.
And she goes, man, you've gotten fat. Look how fat you've gotten. And I said, yeah. And I kind of tried to laugh it off. And she just kept hammering. You've gotten so fat. I can't believe you're so skinny earlier. You got fat. So anyway, I said, look, I'm going to walk away. Okay. I'm done with this conversation. She goes, well, wait. Now tell me this question. Tell me this. Do you really know everybody, or do you just say to yourself, F you, I'm Jeff Howell? And I went, I'm thinking that right now.
So Jeff, real quick, we
I hope
gotta
she's
go.
listening.
Hey,
She probably is.
plug all the events again because I've already forgotten.
Oh my god!
I know there
Not
was
gonna
something
come
in there.
out. Everybody
Timmy's.
already, but thank you. You're very kind with the plug thing, okay? House of Blues this Thursday, 5 to 10, and every Thursday from here to eternity. Friday and Saturday, I'll be at the Claremont Brewing Company from 9 to midnight. Inside, it's a great gig. And then Sunday, I'll be at Tibby's New Orleans Kitchen in Altamont Springs from 1 to 4. Please come say hey.
There you
Awesome.
go.
Well, Jeff, call us anytime, man. It's
Yeah,
fun talking
I'm
to
really
you.
serious when I say that because sometimes you'll be like, "Oh, guys, can I call you? Can I?" No, just
yeah,
call.
yeah.
Just call.
We got nothing. So
Okay. And when you say
As
call,
the producer that schedules things, we
Yeah.
got things. Don't say we got nothing.
Just call. And if
any time of day.
anytime you need, don't worry about Samantha. She's fine. I'll get her some Salt Life gear. And
Great.
I will tell you this. I went to your Twitch thing to see because I didn't see live, but I went to your Twitch thing and I saw Swervy's cartoon.
oh yeah,
Of the thing. Woo! He drew Samantha. Holy cow!
yeah. You're channeling your inner Tony Palmiotti.
I mean, he put some big first place trophies on that.
Yeah.
Big tuners.
Big tuners.
I'm sorry.
I love
like
you
that.
guys, and I
My
miss y'all.
God, those are
terribly.
some hollow body, those are some acoustic guitars right there.
All right, Jeff. Bye-bye. Bye.
That's how we
Thank
do
you
it now.
guys.
That's
Love
how
y'all,
we do
man.
it. All right,
Good
love you
fans
too.
are the best, man.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, Jeff.
Oh, I really bye-byed him. Oh, I really got him.
You got confused.
Yeah, he's like, what? What are they doing?
Oh, bye-bye.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha and Butler are here. We're going to keep moving with some emails. What you got?
Okay. This says two wife crew and T&D question.
All right. Well, we'll take it first. It's our show. And if we didn't have a show, they wouldn't have a show.
No, there'd be nothing.
And they haven't done their show in forever.
They
They've
have
been
not.
slacking on it.
It says, hello, everyone. I just heard the two wife crew episode from June, and I appreciate the honesty in sharing your pregnancy experiences.
Yuck.
My wife is 18 weeks pregnant with our first, and I wanted to ask everyone what, if anything, I can do to help my wife during this time.
It's nothing you can do. It's not your problem.
Yeah.
During labor and after, that you wished your husband could have done for you, or that they did do for you. If T&D have anything. Okay. To pass along, I would greatly appreciate it too. Thank you. Be safe and keep up
I
the
got
good work.
nothing.
What'd you guys do?
Okay,
I
first
just sat
thing,
in a chair.
give her space. The pregnant woman needs her own space.
That's
so
true.
just go to the ale house or whatever bar you want to.
Bowling
Get a
alley.
zinger melt.
Yeah. Just get, you can get as drunk as you want because then when you go home, then you could immediately pass out.
Well, in
and
the
give her
early
more,
stages, what is he at? 18 weeks? She can drive you around because she's got to be a designated driver.
Yes. Yeah.
So
That's
in
a
the
good
early
thing. Yeah.
stages, you do that. Then you're
Yeah.
going to go
So
through a
any
phase
place
where
you-
she gets
yeah.
like a little weight on her belly, which is completely fine because her
Yeah.
her honkers,
Yeah.
her what are those things?
Yeah.
They
Big-
become
big milkers.
They become engorged.
Yes.
But that's only going to last for a couple of months because then that belly's going to end up looking like a watermelon that somebody's wrapped too many rubber bands around.
Yeah.
And
Then
then
it's
it's
like,
gross.
ew.
Yeah, then it's gross.
Yeah. Then you're like, I'm not, there's a baby in there. I
Yeah.
can't,
and it'll move, and she'll be like, feel it.
Yeah,
And
you're like,
you're like,
"Ew."
I'll just wait.
Yeah. Also, the pregnant woman is very hungry.
Yeah.
So,
But not for the things you want her to eat, if you know what I'm saying.
So my number one piece of advice, stay at the bar, give her space.
Yeah. Distance is your friend.
Yeah. And then
also you need to make a bug out bag.
Also, you know what I like to do too? I like to put on her maternity pants and then do the Jared one thumb out.
Yeah, they love
and be
that.
like, look how big these are.
Yeah.
Look at I'm Jared.
Yeah, and then in a
Don't say it in public.
A novelty in a childlike tone, you can say like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a big fall and pat your belly.
Yeah. Oh, they also like when you point out the stretch marks.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, what is that?
Like,
why is that there?
You're like,
and you're like, that's never gonna come back.
Well, the one I like to do, and
that's gonna be there forever.
I stole this from my dad. You have to go like, where's my road atlas? Oh, there it is. When you're staring at their ass.
Yeah.
Well, that's my dad used to say that.
Yeah, they like those jokes.
Yeah.
Also, this is a little known fact, but a woman's nips, they turn
Went right for it.
Purple black.
Yeah, a very
Man, pregnancy sounds terrible.
Almost
a very leathery. They look like
they look
John Wayne's saddle nub.
Yeah, they kind of the color looks as it's like the same color as like a raven's talons.
Yeah. They like when you point that out too, and you're like, every time you see it.
Crusty and crackly.
Yeah.
They get crackly raven's talons.
They're gonna tell you that their back hurts and that they can't walk through the flea market or wherever you want to take them. But they're just
I took my wife everywhere. NASCAR races.
They're just
Tough Mudders.
They're just bitching. They
Chuck E. Cheese.
They can push through that. It doesn't
Millennium Mall.
Can't be that bad.
Magic Mall.
Women in the past used to literally have their babies walking down the street. It was like
sometimes they wouldn't even know. They'd be like, "Where's my baby?" And God, it's a mile back. I gotta backtrack and find it.
Yeah. So use. Also.
You got one more.
When they have the baby, and there's like a 2-week period that they'll claim that it's they're very emotional, maybe even depressed.
Yeah, they're like, I miss having the baby inside of me.
Yeah, that's all Scientology hocus pocus.
Yeah,
that's all ridiculous.
That's not even real.
That's what mainstream media feeds them, so they think they're having a
also
depression.
Don't get your kid vaccinated.
It
does nothing.
No.
Does nothing.
No.
Okay, next email. I think we did a lot of good there.
Okay. This says, I don't want a grand in my hand, but can Dan play piano? I love you. You're the word for me.
Is the keyword piano.
Maybe before the Friday show or attached somewhere? Or give me a grand in my hand. Can you revive the old T&D songs? I mean, Old Tom Van and Time for Bath keep me alive, but the old Raccoon in a Box and other classics are great.
Yeah, we can do that.
I've got Time for Bath on my phone. I don't want to go through all the archives and make a mix CD of garbage songs with my CSB skills for when it's 12:33 a.m. and I'm drunk. Gonna eat my bees. Bye-bye. He's got a gun. Shut up, Isley.
Yeah, that's great.
Actually, Alex, if you go to the Tom and Dan
They're all on
website,
there,
there's hit the merchandise tab, and there's one called Downloads, and there's a bunch of songs on there for like 99 cents a piece.
Yeah, there's a ton on there. And all of that money goes to our wallets.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody listening to this has ever texted a keyword to win some radio station
I do
prize,
it all the time if I hear it.
I think less of you.
Do you think less of me?
Yeah. I was just like, don't text.
I
don't
do
text the keyword.
because I want to win the money.
You'll never win.
I know.
Never ever.
Yeah, I know.
It's like it's like if you're scratching off a scratch-off ticket next to the ashtray on the 7-Eleven.
Oh, yeah.
Garbage can. I'm like, what are you doing?
I mean, the best you're gonna
It's
get is
sad.
a free ticket, and that one's gonna be a loser, right?
Yeah, and I know the stores. I want $500. Yeah, but how much did you spend? You spent $8,000. I know you've lost because it's impossible to win over long term. Like you could play once and win, never play again, and then I'm like, congratulations, you are the one person that won scratch.
Oh, Norm says, but there's already been 3 winners in Florida today alone. I know, Norm.
yeah. But
I know
One
it's
of them was
crazy,
the Salt
right?
Life
It's
guy.
crazy.
Yeah.
One from jail. That was
of
his
them,
one phone call.
One of them was the Salt Life
Yeah,
man.
but that's how they trick dodos into playing the lottery because they see the one. They're like, that guy won. To be like, yeah, but you don't understand. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's too many people. You're looking at the one guy and you're saying that that's evidence that you'll win. It's not how statistics work. It is statistically impossible.
I agree. Next email.
Okay. El Mocha Orejas.
What does that mean?
Ear chopper. Hey, Tom, Dan, and Sam. I'm listening to a recent Friday Free show where you had the Nexium cult follower. It says Tina, but her name is Tia. She briefly mentioned that she met a guy from Mexico that had the top of his ears chopped off. Here's some Mexican history your way. From 1990 to 1998, there was a notorious kidnapper, Daniel Arizamendi, that was known for chopping off part of or whole ears of his victims with a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
The severed limb would then be sent to the family members of the victim as proof that they were being held for ransom. Before his life of crime, he was actually a police officer for the state of Mexico, which happens to be the state I'm from. Funny story about why and when he started to chop off ears. His first few kidnappings did not go all that well for him. Most people would either not believe him, not care enough, or not have the amount of money he was asking. For example, on his first kidnapping, he asked for $1 million pesos, but only received 350,000 pesos. This happened to him for about 6 to 7 kidnappings before he got to chopping. By the time he was caught, him and his crew were accredited for kidnapping over 200 individuals during the 8 years before he was arrested. He was sentenced in 2003 to 393 years in prison. From your number one Mexican listener, Patricio.
Wow. Okay.
Did you watch? You finished the Nexium one. You saw
Yeah.
the guy with the chopped ears, right?
Yes, yep, saw him. 2 things with this. First, kidnapper, why not just get the person you're holding, the kidnappee,
You're hostage.
You're hostage. I couldn't think of the word. And
You Porky Pig did a little bit on that one, yeah.
get them to just say something personal in a letter that only that person would know to the family.
Why can't you take a video of them pleading for their life?
Well, I'm guessing this
Right.
is pre.
I mean, you act like I haven't done this before.
Cell phone video, video, but let's say
Well, audio cassette, right?
Yeah.
Polaroid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, everybody had a Panasonic recorder. You're like, here, scream into this and say, I'm going to kill you. And
you
then
s-
I'm going to send this to your dad.
If you sent me my wife's ear, I wouldn't be able to really know if it was
Yeah,
her
how would
ear
you
or
know
not.
it's her ear?
Yeah. It's like I can't tell. I never studied her ear.
I think I could tell my wife's ears.
No way. I'll
Let's do it.
I'll
Let's
put
do
a
it
bet.
on Friday.
I have little nubbies on the top of my ears,
I will
so
make.
you'd know. These are these.
Oh,
This
wow.
is the only thing genetically I got from my father
Wow.
besides alcoholism.
Hold on. We could do this pretty easily.
Let's
because
do it.
now. But
I think I can tell my wife's ears.
you'll cheat. We need.
I will not. Why would you
So
say
we'll have
that?
to take pictures of the tips
No,
of people's ears.
I'm the only person on the show that doesn't cheat.
She'll
Well,
need
Sam
to
doesn't cheat, but I don't include you in any of the nefarious things I say, Sam.
tell her to send me a picture of her ear, and then
Well,
I'll
that's
take
weird.
3 other pictures of her ears on the internet, and then I'll see if you could tell them apart.
Okay.
Because if you go home, start studying her
Does
ears.
she
No,
have
I
anything
won't.
unique about her ears?
I don't
that-
believe
okay.
so. I mean, I look like ears.
Yeah. No, I don't think that many people on Earth could tell their spouse's ear.
I could do. Look, that's why I dominate
especially
that
if it's just the
Japanese
top.
game show. That Japanese game show where they stick your
It's just
mom's
mom's-
ass through the cardboard. There. Okay, if you go to any porn site, and I'm not saying for masturbatory reasons, I'm just saying there are these Japanese porn game shows
Yeah.
where they have your sister or your mom put her ass through a piece of cardboard, and then you have to like,
or the T's.
or the T's, and then you have to like, they're like, oh, now you have to find your mom, and then you're like, that's her. They're like, you guessed wrong. Now you have to have sex with her.
yeah.
I don't know. I was doing like a strange Mexican accent there.
And the
I overcorrected. It's like-
Speaking of the ear chopper.
Yeah, it's supposed to turn into the swerve.
I feel like just because it was my mom's ass, I wouldn't try to determine whether it was hers by touching it. I would try to.
Right.
I would try to get down there and look
What
at
about
it.
it? Like
Smell
sniffing
it.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
something-
I sniff it,
Because they always go.
but not the crack, just the sides.
They always go for
cheeks,
the,
yeah.
the touching it, and I'm just like,
No,
well,
it's just too soon.
you-
I'd touch it with a dowel rod
Yeah,
or a fork, like a plastic fork.
like you may eventually find your mom's ass, but then you're gonna, that you're gonna have
It's the worst adventure, by the way. It's like the hunt for my mom's ass. Like that's if I'm like standing here and you guys are like, I'm like, what do we do this Saturday? Like, we got an adventure for you, Dan. It's the hunt for your mom's ass. I'm gonna be like, wow,
Yeah.
this is not gonna be fun.
There's another. Okay, let's talk about Japanese game show pornos. So there's another one where they have a big. You'll know.
Is it the conveyor belt, or is it where you have to fit like a puzzle piece?
No, they're in a gigantic like vat of like,
Oil.
or KY or something.